Welcome back to the club, brought to you by Sky Bet. It's Arsenal versus Chelsea, joined by Sean and Miles. How are we doing, lads?
Not too bad, man.
All good.
It's great to see you, lads. I'm obviously from your left. I'm on your left. I'm on your left. I'm on your left. Yeah, I am. Come on.
From my left. We have Buvey
I'm from the
today,
left. Overlapping, left wing back. How are we doing? As we were saying, look, pre-stream, Arsenal-Chelsea, what an interesting game this used to be in 2012, in 2004. You know, what are we looking for out of these two sides in this game?
Do you want to go, Sean, or should I start?
You go first.
Well, what I'm looking for is to try and solidify top two, really and truly. Because obviously, Forest, they're still here. They're still knocking around. I thought they would have fell off by now, but they got a good result yesterday. The next team that I was looking at, they could have made second at a push was City. They dropped points. So Chelsea's not too far behind. So I think if we beat Chelsea today, I think we kind of more enough solidify second. But we need to get a good result today. Arsenal haven't won in a Premier League game in like 3 games now. I can't even remember if that's correct. I think
it's West Ham, it's Forest,
West
drew,
Ham, Forest, Man United, 3 games. Yeah, so
crazy.
So the last time we did actually win was away. Was at Leicester, 1-0.
Leicester, and then the 5-1 against City, which is at the start of February.
Yeah,
6 weeks ago.
It's tough, but I think we get the result today. Obviously, when we went 1-0 down to Manchester United at Old Trafford, I sat here and I said I don't think we're going to lose the game. Same with today against Chelsea. I don't think we'd lose because we've got a good defence. But I want to see how he's going to set up offensively today, because he's got Martinelli back and he's got a few attacking options back now. So who knows? We'll see. But I think Arsenal should be in good stead today, though.
Yeah, it's interesting. I want to chat to you about the Champions League as well. That'd be very, very interesting. It's Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Sean, how are Chelsea doing the last few weeks?
I think we've been masked with the performances against Leicester and Southampton with the marginal wins, and Copenhagen in between, because we've gone 4 wins on the bounce, but it's been against Copenhagen, Leicester and Southampton, so the standard isn't necessarily there. So coming back to playing a big side like Arsenal today, obviously, like Miles said, they're so good defensively, and without Cole Palmer now not being in the squad today, it's going to be serious questions asked to how we're going to be able to create to score goals today. So it's also massive for us, because all throughout the last, looking at the run-in for the games that we have to play, the people that we have to play on the run-in, we've got some serious cup finals. We've got Nottingham Forest last game of the season. We've got Newcastle 2 games before that. These are games that are going to matter. So getting a result today, I think, normally I would say at 1 point is not enough anyway. But I think 1 point at this stage, any points for us for this run-in, because of the fact that even Brighton have put themselves in conversation of trying to get European.
Aston Villa, we don't talk about Aston Villa.
Aston Villa off
Newcastle.
Newcastle.
You know, Bournemouth, obviously they lost on the weekend. We could talk about that, but they're like in and around 9th. Yeah. And they're only a few points off Man City. Yeah. I think it helped you, the Man City draw. Yeah. I think it helped you, Bournemouth obviously losing as well. I think it helped you out massively.
I think you got a favourable end to the season though. I think your fixtures are quite not.
Yeah, a lot of home games.
You lot should be 3rd realistically, but for us, I think with the battle between 4th, 5th, and 6th, Newcastle, Brighton, and Aston Villa. Villa, I think I'm not too sure. I think they might be a bit too far behind now, but Brighton putting themselves in the mix with Newcastle is massive.
Brighton, they were fantastic against City. They really were fantastic. 4 wins in a row. They've turned things around. Baleba, I mean, I don't know if you guys watched City versus Brighton.
Yeah, he missed this.
Baleba is out of this world. I think he's better than Caicedo. Seriously. He's got a higher ceiling. I think he's got a way higher ceiling than Caicedo. So, different players, of course, but another player out the Brighton kind of system, he's a £100 million player. He really is.
Can I? So what would be the good result for you? Obviously, being a City fan, you're 1 point behind Chelsea. You're 5 points behind Arsenal, I think, if I remember.
Yeah.
Not 5 points. How much that's
7 points.
7 points behind Arsenal. So obviously, ideally, you want to draw, or
I want you to win. Yeah, I want you to win. I was winding you up a few weeks ago. I thought City had the ability. Not saying it was easy or likely, but the ability. I thought,
I know.
I thought City could do 3 or 4 wins in a row. I'm not saying 10 wins in a row, but 3 or 4 to get close. I thought you might drop off in your confidence, especially with the Champions League, the focus on the Champions League. You still got a chance in the Champions League. It's not likely, of course.
Yeah.
But City against Brighton, I mean, City in the last couple of weeks, good result against Spurs, but it's a really strange period of time for City. City can't keep a clean sheet.
9 games lost though, Boost. Looking at the table, that's a lot.
Yeah,
it's less. It's more than us, and it's on the same level of Newcastle. But Brighton have only lost 6 games, and that's crazy.
But City started the season, the first 2 or 3 months, City were first.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Or in and around first. So the
fine.
form in the last 3 months, it's a condensed amount of time. Rangers have just scored, by the way. In a condensed amount of time. That's how bad City's form is. Because City weren't like fifth for the whole season and consistently average. It's like City were first in the first few months. And the drop-off's been shocking.
At a late push, I do honestly think that you can make top 4 though. Even though you're fifth right now, it's looking at fifth is going to get Champions League. I still think I think you could still solidify fourth, like at least 5 points ahead of Chelsea the time it comes at the end of the season. If you get, because your fixtures are favourable.
Yeah, I think fourth and fifth at this point, it doesn't actually matter for City. I think it would have been nice to be second, but at this point, it's just about getting in. I'm actually worried about us falling out of the Champions League now. I tweeted it yesterday.
I don't think you're.
I don't think you will. Though.
I can't.
You can't
I
be
don't
that
see
bad.
it.
I know it's not been great at the moment, but
Nah, I don't see it happen. Obviously, you're used to going down to the last day.
But the form's so shit, lads.
Winning
It's
the
like
league.
in the last 30 games, City have lost 15.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
But it's not even like, obviously we drew against Brighton, but some of the losses, they should be draws. Back a couple of years ago, they would have been 0-0s or 1-0s. Can't keep a clean sheet. And I think Newcastle, let's say Newcastle win the League Cup final. We'll talk about that later on in the stream as well.
Yeah.
If they bounce, if they have form, if certain players come back, someone like maybe Lewis Hall comes back at the end of the season as well, they could pick up wins. It's worrying. It's not like we're fighting against one side. Like we're fighting against Chelsea or one side. There's like 4 sides that could all come above Man City, and City could come 6th quite easily.
the most telling thing right now, just looking at the table, nobody other than Liverpool, nobody's putting a run together. Nobody's putting. There's losses there. There's the loss, draw, win, draw, loss. It's if Man City put a run together with like 3 wins, you're in and around. You could definitely get third.
Brighton have been on a run.
Yeah, they're fantastic, man.
Brighton's been doing
Brighton.
their thing.
But Bournemouth were, a few weeks ago, Bournemouth were the side that we're saying, oh, they're going to get into the Champions League.
Yeah.
And they've dropped off a little bit.
Yeah.
They've lost 3 of the last 5 and a draw in there as well. They've only won 1 of the last 5 in the Premier League. And a few weeks ago, they were the informed side. Aston Villa have got the experience.
Even with Forest, I don't think Forest finished third.
I think they do, weirdly.
I don't.
Maybe not third, but at least top 4. At least top 4. They've been
Because
so
they've got a
good.
buffer. Look at their points. They're 5 points above Chelsea.
They are, but then if
And
you
that's a
look at
good
their
buffer to
fixtures-
have.
But if you look at their fixtures, they've got some difficult fixtures in that running.
Yeah, that anytime you're playing Ipswich, don't do any reverse psychology. Just give the side playing Ipswich 3 points.
Yeah.
Seriously, I'm so disappointed with Ipswich.
Look at them fixtures: Villa, Tottenham, Brentford, Palace, Chelsea.
That's difficult.
But at the
West
same
Ham
time,
away.
But they're built to win these kind of
yeah,
games.
exactly. And those teams at the same time are looking at.
That's what they're doing well. The
Yeah.
counter-attacking stuff is what they're doing well. If they can continue that, then obviously, they will guarantee themselves fourth. But they do have a couple tricky fixtures.
I don't even look at them. They're not even busting a gut. They're not playing out their skin. I'm not saying they're bad.
I know what you mean.
They're not playing 100%. They're just sitting there. They're compact and they hit you on the counter.
Yeah, they're transition team. Yeah.
And it's not
It's
like they're
just like-
clutching into wins. They're winning they're winning 1-0 in the 90th minute or the 89th minute. They're actually winning convincing games. And I think most teams are going to play Forest now, and they're going to look at it as it's a tough fixture. You don't want to play Forest.
But that's what we were talking about before. Do teams change the way that they play against Nottingham Forest based on the fact that they are starting to respect them, or will they start thinking that they have a chance against them? That's the thing.
And that's the thing.
They beat City a few weeks ago. I couldn't believe it. Seriously.
It's believable. They beat Nottingham Forest beat Liverpool.
No, I know, but they don't. What the thing about Nottingham Forest? They just look very humble. They're very organised. They don't look like they're smashing you. They just hit you on the counter attack.
Yeah.
They know exactly what they're about. So you got to say fair play.
They almost nicked a point. They almost beat Arsenal. We had them the first game in the season, and I thought, Nottingham Forest, easy fixture.
Yeah.
And we was winning 2-0, and they almost came back.
Yeah,
They almost came back,
100%.
and it's the same philosophy and the same tactics they're using now.
Yeah.
Low block and the counter attack. Hudson-Odoi, Alanga, Gibbs-White, Chris Wood is the focal point. They've got a good shout of making Champions League and solidifying third.
It's incredible. It's one of the best seasons in the history of the Premier League, I think, pound for pound. It's right up there. It's probably top 10 individual seasons in the history of the Premier League.
Would you say
if you outside of actually winning the Premier League, it's one of the greatest seasons I've ever seen.
In terms of the competition for fourth,
Yeah, the competition, you're talking Man City, either above Man City, Newcastle, the richest side in the world. I know they've got PSR issues.
Yeah.
Above Manchester United, that's their fault. Spurs as well. To break into the top 6.
that's their fault? You guys do your thing.
It's not like, Nottingham Forest are capitalising their own way, but they're still above, Man United, Spurs, City, Chelsea. At this stage in the season, Aston Villa. It's incredible.
I feel like the level and standard of fitness, like I was saying to Miles before we went live, the level of football now in terms of the professionalism of these teams that are competing in the Premier League that have been here for more than 3, 4, 5 years, it's just so much better than what it was 25 years ago.
Yeah.
The standard has got, like, in terms of sustainability, in terms of being able to replicate it the season after, we've obviously had Newcastle get Champions League, struggle with the Champions League management with their squad not qualify the season after. Then you've had Aston Villa qualify from last season, got Champions League football. They're now in the knockout stages, but look at them now.
Yeah.
They're in 8th. They're not necessarily solidifying top 4 spots. And now you've got Forest, who could potentially then also take their spot. So maybe we'll just see a rotation of the good standards of sides that are able to focus on the Premier League, get into them Champions Leagues one-off years,
Yeah.
get some finance behind them, and can
Rebuild.
just like how Brighton have been doing with their transfer signings.
It's a good shout. I think it's 3 special seasons. What Newcastle did, they obviously didn't go that far, but the PSG result at home against St. James's Park, Villa against Bayern Munich. If Forest had a night against Real Madrid, let's just say,
It's great.
That'd be amazing.
They're the things of what people live for. People, we're a bit like, we're lucky to be able to be privileged to be supporting teams that are always up there.
Yeah.
But for teams like that and fans like that go to Forest year in, year out and been struggling to battle for staying up and getting promotions and that. So
Yeah,
you're in a privileged position, Sean. There's no question. You're playing on a Thursday night against
Copenhagen. We play Copenhagen.
Is that who you play?
What for the?
Yeah, the next game's Copenhagen.
Oh no, we've played Copenhagen.
Oh,
We
you've
just
played
qualified for
Copenhagen. Who are you playing next round?
I'm not too sure who we play next round.
Buvey, have you ever watched one of those games?
Is it Warsaw? Legia Warsaw.
Legia Warsaw, yeah?
Champions League football. They played.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They have played Legia Warsaw.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
It's the other teams.
1942.
Wait till you start seeing the other teams that are in
I
the
haven't
competition
seen
still.
one of those Chelsea fixtures live.
No.
Not once.
No.
It doesn't even. It's just Champions
You know when
League,
you're sitting
Europa
there-
League, and that's it. It's
Yeah.
finished. Just like who else is in that competition?
No one. Fiorentina and Betis.
Fiorentina, they're there every year.
Fiorentina and Betis are
Lods.
only good.
Lods.
They're the best teams that's in
Sean,
it.
let me ask you a question. Let me just ask you and be honest. Be completely honest with me
go
and
on.
Buvey.
Yeah, I'm
are you the
I'm
type
always
of,
honest.
Are you the type of Chelsea fan that's gonna?
I'm always honest.
Are you the type of Chelsea fan right now? Because you're gonna win that trophy.
Jew Garden.
We should win that trophy.
Who's that? Who?
NK Selegie.
Djurgårdens. Gardens.
Jew God. That sounds like somewhere my mum goes on a Sunday to buy flowers. Jew Gardens.
Jagiellonia Bialystok.
Where is that?
Rapid
That
Vienna,
must be
we know
Azerbaijan.
them.
It's crazy.
I don't want to be disrespectful to any of the fans that
Yeah.
might be from those clubs in the chat. Rapid
When have you
Vienna.
ever seen them? I've not seen them compete even on the European
The competition's so bad. If I'm sitting there eating my dinner, I've got 20 minutes. I go on YouTube. You always look at the highlights on your YouTube watch feed or whatever. I see Chelsea highlights 12-0 against Serviette.
7-8.
I don't even click on the
We lost
highlights.
to Serviette in the first leg.
Yeah, it's crazy.
In the second leg, sorry.
When I see that green,
crazy.
when I see that green outline of
I turn it
European Europa League, I
turn it off.
and I see Nkunku with a balloon, but the score's 7-5, 7-2. I'm like,
It's the Nkunku balloon.
The Nkunku balloon has been. I've been seeing it all
He's
season.
our second top goal scorer, and all his goals have come in Europa League.
Europe.
I think he's second. I think he's above Jackson.
So does Chelsea fans celebrate that trophy because you've won everything in Europe, or just that trophy as itself?
I find that crazy. For you to want to celebrate a trophy of this standard of where you are now, it's all in context of where you should be and where you are. If you're shooting above your standard, and like if you're Nottingham Forest and you're winning that,
Yeah.
it's great.
West
We're
Ham.
Chelsea Football Club. We've spent 1.5 billion pounds, 1.4 billion pounds.
Yeah.
We should be competing in the Champions League, no doubt. So
you're not going to
I
throw it
wouldn't-
in people's faces
I
later
am
on?
not parading that. Some of my mates are parading. I'm not parading that trophy.
Yeah, you don't want to be in there.
I think it's a nice thing though because you won everything else. It's different if it's like maybe Man United or whatever. Well, they've won everything else as well if they won that.
So go on, say it, Buvey. Arsenal, go on. Say it.
Yeah, I'm not. Maybe not Arsenal's a bad example, but Spurs or someone like that. It's still because it completes the set for you lot.
It's a newly made tournament.
Oh yeah.
Literally.
It's just literally newly made. So what's there to brag about winning it?
Was there a third rank of European football back in the old days? It was always just two,
You've
wasn't
had
it?
Intertoto cups and stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
But that wasn't the third rank, was it? That was
This is
second rank.
completely-
Nah, it was like Europa League.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've seen a tertiary kind of like third level.
This is what the Europa League is.
What does the
15 years
trophy
ago
look
now.
like? What's the trophy? It's not the one with the little key, is it?
I don't
That opens up.
I
That's the
don't
Club
know.
World Cup.
I don't know.
know what it
That's
looks like.
crazy, man.
Nobody ever wants to be there. You don't want to be in that competition.
No, I don't think so. I think Chelsea are a good position. I think they're in a good position.
Oh,
to
so
be
it
in the
looks like the
Champions League.
Europa League trophy.
Oh,
really.
I remember. Sorry,
Yeah.
David Moyes lifted that West Ham course.
Yeah.
It's not a bad looking trophy, actually.
Does it have the same music? Oh,
Nah.
it's not.
It's got different music.
What metal is that? Is it silver? Do you think is that real metal?
I don't know.
It's interesting.
Well, Jose Mourinho's got his hand on it, obviously with Roma, but yeah.
With Roma, he could have won the Europa League the year after if it wasn't for Anthony Taylor as well.
And then just got knocked out by Rangers during the midweek.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. He's looking old as well, isn't he, Jose Mourinho? He's looking old.
He does look old.
man.
But I love
feel
him back,
for
man. I want him back here, man.
Would you
I
take
know,
him?
I know.
100% I'll take him.
You'll take Jose
I
Mourinho
would
back?
take
Oh, not
Joe.
Chelsea. You got a young squad, man.
That's my heart talking though, man.
Yeah, it's not your head, is it?
Literally,
Yeah.
literally.
We got a shout out Sky Bet, obviously sponsoring the stream. If you bet £5 today, you get a £5 free bet on the Carabao Cup final. Check it out, the link in the description. Make sure you opt in. 18 plus. T's and C's apply. Gamble aware. Should we just cover the League Cup final?
I've done mine, by the way. So if you don't want to know, if you can zoom in, I've got my £5 free bet up there.
Not sure what zooming in.
I don't know if the zooming in is.
Read it out.
But £5 free bet's already available. I've already placed my £5 bet. So
What did you pay?
What is it?
I done Liverpool half-time result. I done Dubravka to get 3+ saves and Joe Linton to be carded.
Ooh, that's cheeky.
He's a technical bettor.
Yeah. That's cheeky.
He
9
looks
to 1.
He looks into it.
Yeah.
9-1, but you get your free bet, so it's worth it.
Listen,
Should we just cover the League Cup final very, very quickly?
Yeah.
Do you think Liverpool go into this game 10, 15, 20% off of it because of what happened against PSG? Are they massively knocked in their confidence, or are they just going to treat us in a professional way? They're massive favourites anyway because of their record at Wembley and where Newcastle are as a side.
Yeah, that PSG result obviously put a spanner in the works. We thought they're going to come into this game more confident. This is a trophy that just give it to them. But now, this giving Newcastle something to actually home in on.
Yeah.
And now...
It's definitely something to pick up on.
Oh,
Like,
100%.
There's still going to be like sad faces around the stadium of the exit. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And the way
it is
they
something to
exit,
pick up on. It's not like they're not. It's not like they are not Bournemouth, I'd say, but like West Ham level of
Watford.
team.
or
Yeah,
something.
no.
Yeah, it's a
Newcastle's a
team
team.
that's got a chance. So.
Yeah, of course.
100%. And their fans are going to be going for it. They haven't won a
Yeah.
trophy in, how was it, over 100 years or something like that.
They haven't won a league title in 100 years,
Yes.
and they haven't won a trophy since 1955, I think it is. We're talking 75 years, 75 years. Something.
Near enough 100 years.
Crazy.
So yeah, I'm just on the way, just coming back from Wembley. We're down there, innit, Sean? We're down that way, and there's
Yeah.
loads of Newcastle fans, and they're buzzing, they're singing.
Covent Garden, they
Just
feel like
driving
Covent
through
Garden.
here, just on the way
Yeah.
from
Yeah, I
through
saw loads
Euston,
down
they
here.
are everywhere.
Yeah.
So
Everywhere.
they are
Don't
in
reveal our
their
location. We're somewhere in London.
But they have got
Yeah.
they have got a chance though. But am I wrong? Am I wrong in saying that there's no Gordon though? I think,
No, Gordon's out.
Yeah, Gordon's out.
Gordon's out.
Gordon's out,
Is Isaac available?
Yeah.
If Isaac's available, that's a chance. I thought he's out as well.
Now, if he was out as
Yeah,
well,
they're
then
screwed.
they've got
Gordon's
no
massive
chance.
though. Gordon is massive.
Gordon
miss.
is massive.
Especially at
But that
Wembley,
midfield
stretching the
is-
pitch. That'd be a great game for him.
That midfield has been key to what Eddie Howe's been able to do down there.
Yeah.
Bruno, fantastic.
Fantastic player.
And Tonali coming back has just been it's been perfect for them.
Just everyone coming in. Joe Willock and Joe Linton all putting in shifts across in that central areas. It's been elite.
Them losing Hall will be a bit of a blow though.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Be definitely a bit
If
of a-
Rory sat here, I think we're actually loads of fans in a similar position to Rory. He doesn't want Newcastle to win, but I kind of want the underdog to win. I want
See
Newcastle
what the
to
underdog to
Why
win.
doesn't Rory want to win?
because he says Newcastle not winning anything for 100 years. Keep it that way.
Why?
So they have nothing to celebrate because Liverpool winning, the 14th
I don't
League
look
Cup.
at football like that.
That's because of how bad we're in a position. That's how Rory's feeling.
Yeah.
Yes.
He doesn't want anybody having success when we're being
And it
I
shouldn't be
get
like
it, to
that.
be honest. I do get it,
be
but
like that.
it's interesting. I just think Eddie, I'm a bit selfish. As an England fan, I want Eddie Howe to do well. I think he's completely underrated.
Yeah.
If it was a different manager, it's different for me. But Newcastle United, Eddie Howe, he'd be a legend there forever.
He was massively disrespected after the year when he'd done well in the league, but then they wanted to focus on the FA Cup and they
yeah.
nearly got relegated. And he had a massive criticism around it when it was at Bournemouth.
Bournemouth, yeah.
Yeah.
So for him to get the job at Newcastle and to be able to show what he can do with a good set of players and stay consistent, boy, he needs to be looking at bigger jobs in the future.
Yeah, I think so. I think he'll take a massive leaf out of the Luis Enrique book. I thought they schooled Arne Slot midweek. I thought it was a little bit naive from Liverpool. The high press in the
high
first
press.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
Did they need to do that? 1-0 up.
And they've got the midfielders to do that actual high press with Joe Linton and Bruno Guimaraes in there, as well as the Joe Willocks that could come on later on, or if he might even start Joe Willock because there's no Gordon now, that can actually press Liverpool.
Yeah.
And Liverpool, like you said, they're in a bit of, I wouldn't say turmoil, but it's a bit shaky for them, obviously. So there's a bit more pressure on them to deliver this trophy now because you don't want to go out of two competitions in the space of a week.
No, of course not.
So that's a lot of, even their fans are going confident, but at the back of their head, they're thinking, okay, we can get a pie on our face here. It's not going to look good. They know they're really going to win the league. So they've banked that. But you still got to finish strong for the rest of the season.
Yeah, it's a great. If they win a League Cup and a Premier League in the first season
Yeah, for
of Arne Slot, come on, that's amazing.
Just winning the Premier League. You got to remember, we still have to understand that we were in that mindset of another year with City winning the league because Pep is still here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
them being able to have that just to win the Premier League for me, I think is enough for them. But to finish to nicen it off,
with the Carling Cup.
Yeah.
They're the champions, right? They beat Chelsea last year.
Yeah.
With
Yeah,
Van
with
Dijk
the
and
kids.
Yeah. So this is their trophy. Obviously, they want to try hold it.
Yeah, they won it the most times as well in the history of English football. I think City are just behind them.
The amount of times I've gone back to Wembley and played Liverpool and got beat.
I think they beat like 4 times.
I've been so regular.
Yeah, Chelsea's record in the last 10 years in Wembley is terrible.
You've lost to
City.
us like 3 times. You've lost to us 2 finals, 2 FA Cup finals.
We haven't had a good run in Wembley for a while.
Yeah, you need Drogba back. That's what you need. Drogba never lost 1 final his whole career. But
this is a great question from our producer. Let us know in the comments down below. Only 2 Liverpool managers since Bill Shankly haven't won silverware. Wow.
For Liverpool?
Yeah, for Liverpool.
Okay.
Since Bill Shankly, so that's 1969, 1970? Do you count interim managers?
No.
Since 74. I'm going to go Phil Thompson. He didn't win anything.
I'm going to go Brendan Rodgers. Yes, there's one.
Hodgson.
That's good.
Hey,
what about Phil Thompson?
Is it? Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
because
Google Phil
Houllier,
Thompson,
Benitez,
Liverpool.
they all won things.
Yeah.
Phil Thompson was there for like 100 days. He didn't win anything. I'm pretty sure he didn't win.
Wasn't Houllier the one that won the treble? That treble?
Yeah, he won the unofficial treble,
Unofficial
Yeah.
treble. And then Benitez obviously won the Champions League.
didn't he? Oh.
Yeah.
Brendan Rodgers didn't win anything. I know that. They always came second. And they had a good team. They had a very good team.
They had a very good team.
But after they went to Klopp and the rest is
They had
history.
a very good team.
Predictions. What do you think, Buvey, today? Liverpool.
Liverpool. I think Liverpool win the game. It's just the way football works. It's just the weight of the fixture, the pressure that Newcastle will be under. I think Liverpool have to bounce back. They won't be that bad as they were against PSG. Surely, lads. Surely. What about you?
It's bad.
I feel like it will be a 2-1. I think a 1 goal will separate this game.
Yeah.
Whether it comes in the first half and if Liverpool have to hold on in the second half with the late pressure, I feel like Liverpool will take the lead. But it will be interesting. I'd love it if Newcastle took the lead. It'd really open up to see how Liverpool deal with being behind in a game of a cup final.
I agree.
That would be good.
Yeah, I think so. The PSG game I thought was an interesting one. There was a couple of performances. I'm not trying to be reactionary or hyperbolic about it. I just thought, wow, they looked a little bit leggy. A couple of the players that I'm talking about that are obviously rumoured to be leaving Liverpool at the end of the season. Not bad performances, but Salah I thought had an average performance when Liverpool really needed him. Some heavy touches, got completely munched up by Nuno Mendes. Trent Alexander-Arnold didn't have a great performance, got injured as well. Even Virgil van Dijk, dare I say it, didn't look imperious. When we talk about next season, do you think PSG, the Champions League, does it change anything about the 3 who are staying? Who will stay out of the 3 that I've just mentioned?
I honestly think out of Van Dijk, Salah and Trent, I think Van Dijk stays.
Van Dijk stays.
Yeah, I think he stays.
I think 2 stay. I think Trent might be gone.
I think he's gone regardless.
Yeah, I think he's gone regardless. I think Salah might be able to squeeze out another year.
The contract though, and he knows his worth because he's arguably the best player in the world right now. And
Who takes him though off their hands at a level?
Well, if he wins the he's going to win the league. Obviously, he's out of the Champions League now. That is something he wanted to tick off. Try win the Champions League and the Premier League. Do the cup double, but he's not going to do that. So now he's going to win the Premier League. He's going to go down as a Premier League legend. He's going down as a Liverpool legend. I honestly think he can probably go to, I don't know, probably like not a Barcelona.
That's what I'm saying. Because Barca, if you look at the wins
Italian
that they're
team,
facilitated,
Yeah.
the Italian teams is
It's Saudi. It's Saudi or nothing.
Yeah, it's Saudi or nothing.
Or
because
Liverpool.
Bayern Munich, they've got their wingers there.
Bayern won't do what they did with
They're not
Mane as
doing
well.
it. They're not doing it.
They want young players like Elise coming in.
Look, I wouldn't be surprised if he does stay, obviously, because it's Liverpool. I personally think they should pay him the money. I don't want him to pay. I don't want him to pay the money because obviously he's doing great things. But I can see him staying for another season or so, and if not, they'll see out the rest of his. You'll see out the rest of his contract, and I can see
If
him
they
get to
lose all
Saudi.
3, I think they're in a world of pain next season. I think
all 3?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
there's a
yeah.
chance they lose all 3.
3
Seriously, the way
that's
it's
bad.
going, every week we talk about this and nothing's been signed. It is putting massive pressure on all 3. I think
Yeah.
Trent's out the door the most because of the kind of situation, the money that he could get at Real Madrid. But then Van Dijk been linked to Bayern Munich. He's the one that's meant to be staying. If all 3 left, Liverpool go back to being a top 4 side, top 5 side. Seriously.
I think they'll still compete. They won't win the league. If you lose all 3 in one season,
Yeah.
you don't win the league.
If they lose all 3 in the summer, Arsenal have to win the title the following season. It's your chance, isn't it? It's your
Your
chance.
chance. Don't put it on us. It's your chance. You're going to go spend
City
another 500
rebuilding.
mil.
No, we're not going to spend any money.
I-
We're-
I
Nah, Miles,
guarantee-
you can't duck this no more, Miles.
I'm not
You
ducking
can't.
all the
You're
pressure.
ducking,
To be
you're
honest,
ducking, you're
I'm not
ducking.
ducking anything. I want us
Come
to be
on.
there.
I think
But you
that-
can't just put it on
Yeah.
Arsenal because these guys are spending 250 in January.
But you knew the reasons
170.
for what you had. Look, your attack has no depth.
No.
You've always known that. So you can't just rely on Saka to be fit the whole season, every single season. Because really, truthfully, if he wasn't injured, I would be on to you lot hard.
Why?
Hard, pause. But I'll be on to you lot hard because the fact that
There's no excuse.
Yeah, there's no excuse. But because you got
no.
an excuse this year, it's like, leave Arsenal alone because they've had their injuries. They couldn't challenge. But
It goes hand in hand, but next season there's no excuse. Obviously, we've got a new director now, Andrea Berto. He just came from Atletico Madrid. These guys are saying, okay, be excited, but I've heard it many times in different type of forms and different languages. That I've heard many times Arsenal saying be excited. So we just have to wait and see. But this season, if I'm Arteta, I'm planning for next season. This season, obviously, you want to finish the season strong, Champions League, etc., etc. But next season, he needs to get his attacking options right because we have to go to the last day or try win a trophy. Have to.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You have to. And that's the pressure he's put on himself. And it's good pressure.
What about Real Madrid? What if Real Madrid beat you lot 4-0 across 2 legs? You don't touch the ball, you get completely bullied.
that I can't see that happening.
You don't think that's going to happen?
No.
Not with how Real.
Not the way how they play.
Okay, I'm not saying it's likely, but let's just say it happens. Does that put more pressure on Arteta as well? I mean, that's another game that you should be looking to compete with.
It puts super pressure on him. Obviously, you want to try to go out of the competition if you do go out of the competition respectful, but I don't think it puts pressure on him. It just shows that it highlights even more the attacking options we need. I think the game that highlighted the most was the Newcastle game, both home and away in the Carling Cup, in the Carabao Cup.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
That highlighted it so much.
First leg.
The first leg, you got Havertz on the other end, and you got Isak on the other end, and one is doing their job against arguably the best defense in the league, and one isn't even nowhere near it. That was the big highlight for me of the season.
Definitely.
Showing that we need attacking options, even though we already knew. The Champions League game, I personally think Arsenal.
Where's
Arsenal
the first
fans,
leg?
It's vibes. It's vibes.
What's the first leg?
It's at our ground. So it's tough. We still got to go to their ground. And you don't really want to go to Real Madrid trying to chase a result.
Yeah.
They always get it, don't they? That's just a hot...
Yeah.
I don't think you get anything at the Bernabeu. So can you beat them 2-0 at the Emirates?
Yeah, but we're going to have to be perfect over
If they score first in the first leg, if they score first, I think you're out of the Champions. Honestly, I think you're out of the Champions League. You have to score first.
Games kicked
Do you know
off,
what I
though,
mean?
lads.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are your
Also-
predictions for this game?
Yeah.
This game, I think Arsenal will win 2-0. I don't think Chelsea score a goal. I don't want them to score a goal. 2-0 Arsenal.
I wouldn't be surprised if this finished 0-0.
No, come on, man.
No.
Nah.
I know you don't want a boring game, but
No,
I
we're
wouldn't
doing
be
the stream.
surprised.
Just say 4-0.
This ain't ending. Even the game at Manchester United was an exciting game. It was a draw, but it was an exciting game. I don't think this game ends 0-0 though, Sean.
I don't know. We'll see.
0-0.
We're both crap up front.
Yeah, but you got shit defence as well. Chelsea got terrible. Bad as
I know, but we have gone super defensive today.
Yeah.
Packing the midfield, aren't you?
Yeah, but there's no Cole Palmer and there's no Saka.
So Reece James is going to be pressing in the midfield, so it's...
But it's an advert for the rest of the players to show their managers what they've actually got, especially your Chelsea. Who's playing it? Let me see. I don't even know who's playing it instead
what?
of.
It's Neto as a false nine,
Well,
isn't it?
Fofana plays right back, and Reece James is basically playing
Right.
in midfield.
So who's playing Cole Palmer? Who's playing right
That's
wing?
interesting. I like Reece James in that position. He played
We're
there.
playing in Kunku, Pedro Neto, and
Nkunku, Pedro.
Sancho.
Okay, that's not too bad then.
It's an early corner for Arsenal as
It's
well.
not too bad. But Arsenal, let's get the result. Miles Lewis Skelly getting an early corner. I like what he's been doing. He just got a call up for England, but
Yeah, I
we'll
like that. I
discuss
like that. Yeah.
This is something I was only worried about is these set pieces. Arsenal are so strong at set pieces, and we're so weak at set pieces.
I think it's a myth now.
Yeah, not since Leicester City. It's been a few weeks.
We haven't scored the most set pieces this season now. I think I can't remember who's taken us. I think we're second now.
Is it
We're second
Forest?
or third.
That's an interesting trivia question.
We're not first anymore because we haven't scored a set piece in ages.
But we're not good at set piece defending, and you're good at set piece.
I think most teams have figured it out now with Arsenal, when it comes to set pieces. They've got enough data. We was good last season doing it. Obviously, we was more prominent doing it this season. And the reason why I would say that is because on the other side, the right-hand side, Saka's delivery is incredible. Declan Rice has got a good delivery, but Saka was always pinpoint. So on the other side, we've got Odegaard and Ethan Waneri.
I've seen a couple of the videos with when people are doing the videos with your players.
Yeah.
They said Declan Rice got the best right foot in your team.
What, for delivery?
Yeah.
Yeah, he puts great crosses in, but on the other side, Saka.
Yeah, for
his
Saka on the
whip
other side. Yeah.
So that's when it started to dip. But our corners.
Who's your other left-footed players?
Odegaard, and he doesn't whip the ball.
Yeah,
as
he's
good
a
as,
glider.
He's a glider.
Yeah.
So it's taken a bit away from our set pieces, but I think we still got enough to beat you without a set piece. With this
You're all
being
over
said,
these.
go on. Who's that?
Chance for
Trossard?
Arsenal. Oh! It's never convincing with Trossard, is it? It's never convincing, man.
The last couple
hit the ball
games.
first time.
Yeah.
Surely.
I think it's been frustrating with Trossard because he pops up with goals when we need him, but there's easy opportunities to score and he doesn't score.
Yeah.
Like, hit the target there.
Yeah, he's such a sub player, isn't he? He's a substitute all day long.
Now I think he is. I think now
he's not good enough for you lot.
Yeah, we need to look beyond Trossard now.
You need a couple in the summer of forwards, not just one.
Arsenal need around 6 players.
6 players?
Minimum.
What positions?
Minimum.
So we're playing Levi Colwill right centre half here. So this is a bit worrying for me.
Why? Oh, because he's left-footed.
Yeah, this is a bit weird. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
but they'll probably switch over, innit?
Well, he was set in that right centre half position there, so I hope it's not static because I don't like him in that position.
Oh, boy, he'll be all right. But yeah, move back to your question. And then, Sean, I want you to tell me what actually Chelsea needs next season because you spent £1 billion and you're not going to get away with it. I'll tell you that. We're going to have some
Oh,
conversations.
no. We have conversations with our own fan base.
I'm actually glad that you're here. But Buvey, the six positions we need is because I'll just go for it quickly. 2 centre midfielders, Partey and Jorginho.
They're going.
Kieran Tierney, Celtic. He's gone.
Fine, yeah.
Tomiyasu, made out of biscuits.
Weetabix.
Weetabix, yeah. That's 4 alone.
Yeah.
We need a left winger, I'd say, because Trossard, Martinelli, either one of those two might be going. Raheem Sterling's going back to Chelsea from loan.
Yeah.
We've got a keeper that's on loan.
Yeah.
We've got what's his name again? The Polish centre back. I can't believe
Kiwior. Yeah.
Kiwior. I don't think he's going to be there. So that's what my
a lot
that's
of players,
8
man.
players already.
That's a whole new squad.
Yeah. So it's touch and go.
You need. I think you just need 3 big
Jesus.
world-class signings.
Jesus
You
might
need
be
3 Declan Rices, I think, and you'll be competing in a big way. But if you tiptoe around the market, you'll be in a world of pain.
Yeah, I don't.
You'll be in a world of pain.
As long as we get a prominent attacker, it has to be a world-class striker or a world-class winger. I'll take a world-class winger with a decent striker or a world-class striker with a decent winger. Either one, we need to address both situations, though.
Who have you been linked with?
Well, he's talking about they want Nico Williams. He's heavily linked to the club now.
It's going to be a lot of money. I just don't see you doing that. I don't see Nico Williams happening.
But he's cheap, though. His buyout clause is cheap.
I thought it was 85 million quid from what I've heard.
That's not too bad.
That's not cheap, is it? 85 mil.
What do you think about Arteta being linked to the Uruguayan striker at Liverpool, Darwin Núñez?
Sean,
What do you think about that?
Why did you even say that?
It's
on
been
BBC
highlighted.
Sport.
It's on BBC Sport.
Yeah, it's on BBC Sport,
You
man.
believe in
Big
those
news.
guys?
Yeah, I do believe in BBC Sport, man.
Oh, good.
As
Darwin
much as I
Núñez.
don't like journalists in general with the news that they spread of, if that was the case, we would have signed 150 players at our club over the course of
But
the
you
last
do, though.
You have.
You have, yeah.
Yeah, we've got 55, so it's worrying.
You've got 55 players?
Yeah, 55.
Fucking hell, you're ruining football, aren't you,
Yeah,
Chelsea?
Chelsea's-
Man? You're ruining
Chelsea's-
football, man.
Chelsea's crazy.
It's not really
man.
ruining it. We're ruining
Nah,
ourselves.
Yeah, but you're ruining football for everyone else, aren't you? It's not fun, is it?
Why do you want them?
It's not fun when
I
you're
don't think you'd
hoarding.
want them.
When you're hoarding footballers. I don't believe it, man.
But Chelsea, Sean, you lot
Yeah.
need a few positions for going into next season, I'd say. How much do you think you need?
There's loads of issues at the club.
Just give me your top 3 positions that you would actually address next season. Then.
Top 3 positions.
Yeah.
Centre forward,
Okay.
goalkeeper.
Yeah,
There we go. I was going to say,
Obviously, we need a goalkeeper.
need a goalie.
And
Should've got Ramsdale.
And I'd say a right centre half.
Right centre. Okay.
It's just probably behind a right winger. But we've got Esteval coming in, so it's like I'm not really worried about. We've got Kendry Paez and Esteval there available, so I'm not worried about the wingers that are going to come in that we've already got. But in terms of we need a centre half. We need a good quality centre half, a good striker, and a good goalkeeper. We need a lot more, but it's them 3. If you're asking for positions, they're probably the main 3.
Yeah, I think you're in a world of pain for the next couple of years. I really do. I don't
And that's
see how
just
you
down
challenge.
to the ownership. There's loads of things at that Chelsea Football Club at the moment. That's a big problem. So the half-hearted protest that was organised by a random account on Twitter.
How many people was down there roughly?
I don't know, maybe like about 100 or 70 people.
I saw about 13 people down there.
But what are you guys actually protesting though?
This is what I feel like is the problem. I feel like the message of the protest was not set in the right way of the multiple issues that are at the club with the ownership and how they've set aside this project. Because I went through it last night, and of the £1.4 billion spent over the course of the Clear Lake ownership, we have spent £500 million on players who's the most experienced player who has the most appearances for the club is Disassi of the
crazy.
young. And I'm talking about people like Wiley. That I'll go through the list of them. I added it up this morning. But £500 million, just over a third of our players have gone to youth players that have hardly played or been on loan. So we've got the goalkeepers. We've got Penders, 17 million. Jorgensen, 20 million. Slanina, 8. Caleb Wiley, 8.5 million.
We've got MC.
Yeah,
As a keeper.
Wiley. Anselmino 15.6. Sarr 11.9.
wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I've never heard of these guys.
Amugu 12 million. Andre Santos for 18 million.
Left back.
Uguchukwu 23.5 million
heard
on
of him,
loan. Kellyman 19 million. Chukwemeka 20 million.
Okay, I know Chicken go.
Isugu 18.5 million.
Who's these guys?
Quenda 42
What's
million.
happened to Chukwemeka?
Quenda 42 million. Paez 10 million. Whisper Richards 17.5 million.
Whisper Richards.
Yes.
Who's that?
Washington.
Arsenal got a
17.
chance here. Sorry to interrupt.
Go on.
Oh, Sanchez.
Yeah, Sanchez. Washington,
Wow.
17 million. Gakpo, 10
He's still
million.
going.
Yeah, I'm still going. We're going. We're still going.
You're going to hear this list.
Yeah, you're going to hear this list.
Oh,
and Stav
God.
Payev of 4 million quid. So
Payev?
some guy called Stav Payev. And that's without...
Stav Payev.
Yeah, and that's without Cassidy, who we sold for literally... Because I'd understand the project of... If you want to buy youngsters, sell them for profit to fund the first team, I'd understand it.
I don't like
Yeah,
that
But
model, though.
we're not...
That's not a good model.
It's not a good model
Not a good
because
model at all, man.
You're gambling, aren't you?
all you're doing is gambling on a loan deal of a player being valuable to a team that they're going to think, wow, we can't miss out on him. We need to pay for this guy. Let's pay over the money for him. But of the players that we've done, it's only really Amari Hutchinson that we made 20 million quid on.
Yeah.
Everyone else has been next to 6 million quid, I think we made on Angelo
Yeah.
to Saudi. But other than that, Cassidy was basically break even. And it's not really like...
So you'd
what's
say the
6
one
million?
deal that's worked in this model is Hutchinson to Ipswich.
Hutchinson, because...
And you could argue they overpaid for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But then we're like, that's what I'm trying to say to you. So the theory of how we're supposed to run this club, it's not like they haven't spent the money on
No,
the
you've
first
definitely
team.
spent money.
We've spent the money on the first team, but the quality of the scouting, which is why we've been on to Lawrence and like Winstanley and Stewart, is because their recruitment has been dreadful when you're looking at the quality of the players that they've brought in.
It only works if you play these guys like Brighton. Believer comes in, Caicedo come in, Cucurella, all these guys, even someone like Adam Webster, he came from the Championship. They all have to play football 30, 40, 50 games.
Yeah.
And then you can see it on YouTube highlights, Brighton highlights for Believer. He's now worth £100 million, in my opinion, £80 million.
It's gone up in price.
These Chelsea guys you've said, I've never seen any of them play for Chelsea.
But this is what I'm saying.
They're not in the shop window.
They're youngsters that are not going to be playing for us. So what is the point? So, but that's why I'm like, if we didn't spend on the players on the pitch for our starting 11, I'd have a big issue. But we have spent £55 million on Cucurella. We're lucky that we had Levi Colwill, but he would have cost us like 60 odd million.
Yeah.
Badiashile cost us money. Wesley Fofana cost us
Neto.
big money. Pedro Neto cost us big money. Caicedo
Madueke.
money. Robert Sanchez cost us money.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nkunku cost us money. All of them cost us money.
It's a whole new squad. If you look at the 2021 Champions League win, none of them are there still. None of them.
Yeah, they're not there. So we have spent in both areas, but the quality of the players, that's
Arsenal are in.
There you go. All
That's the wrong
good.
ball. That's a shit ball,
Oh,
man.
Sanchez, what
Sanchez,
are you doing, man?
This is a joke.
Oh, this
Arsenal
is a joke.
finished
These guys are a
game,
joke, man. Why are we watching this fucking game?
Arsenal, come
Why are we
on.
watching this game, Jack? These guys are clowns.
Come on, boys.
Martinelli's, 9 yards out?
Yeah, but he's just came.
Rose.
He just came back.
I don't even
What?
think
He's
it's 9.
injured. He can't hit a ball under a crossbar. Guy's on 150.
That's a handball.
That's a handball. That's a handball from
You got to give
Cucurella.
us something for that.
That's a Cucurella
Could they?
handball.
Could they? No, it's not his fault.
Look at this,
defending.
look at this,
Good
look at this.
defending. Look at Sanchez.
Wesley.
Though. Look at Sanchez. Look.
What's he doing, man?
Mate,
Who slaps the ball like that?
Why does he jump off the floor?
Look at Declan Rice, 100 mil. Look at this, 100 mil.
No, but you don't do that.
No,
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No.
What,
On the
100
right
mil?
mid.
Can't keep-
don't do
Get his
that.
knee over the ball.
Don't do that.
Near
You said
with the
Declan
ball.
Rice hit screamers this season. Come on.
What? Look at this.
Don't do that, man.
Why is he jumping?
Yeah,
Why
I think
is he jumping? He's awful, man.
He's the
He
worst
is
keeper
so
I've ever
awful.
seen.
But to be fair, like Cucurella's not really done well there, but he's probably been our third best player this season because I talked
He
to
has
Chelsea
been, yeah.
fans and they're like,
That says a
obviously Caicedo and Palmer's been our number 1 and 2, but I've been arguing the fact that Cucurella's been massive for us for the whole season.
So you were down there leading the protest, were you?
no,
Or
I
not?
weren't down there.
Right.
I weren't down there.
Sean was down
That's
there.
all 13 guys from Wetherspoons all protesting outside Stamford Bridge.
Because their protest was mainly about the whole fact of the club wanting to make money with the tickets and stuff. I'm like,
Yeah.
there's so many issues at the club that you
Yeah,
should be
definitely.
addressing. That it's not about the ticket sales of Todd Bowley being on a board of a ticket site that he was at before he came to Chelsea.
Yeah.
So obviously it's not great and it's not right, but we got more issues.
You got at least 10
Yeah,
issues.
you got
yeah, we
loads
got
of
loads of issues.
And also, you know, one of the issues that I think that you've got with is the manager, Maresca.
And he's not being highlighted as a problem
Exactly.
because of the overwhelming issues, because of the ownership, the model,
You started
the
well.
quality of the players. he's probably had his hand's probably been given the worst, because I don't think the quality of players are that good enough to be able to challenge for a league title or to press in. Like, first two, or being in Champions League football. I don't think it's that great.
Why isn't that handball on Cucurella?
I think it's because he's
didn't touch
claiming that he got pushed.
So why isn't it? But it wasn't a free kick.
Yeah, which is, I think they're just being a bit lenient on him because of the fact that he was probably forced into.
Oh, I
going
see.
to
Yeah,
ground, but
these guys make up, don't they?
yeah, it's a bit.
What do you make of the Alvarez double hit? The penalty.
I find that crazy.
Yeah.
I find that mad. I thought they were robbed.
He did well. Oh, he did well.
Oh yeah, I don't
Sorry.
know. Let us know in the comments. The double hit with Julian
The double
Alvarez,
hit
the penalty.
Julian Alvarez.
My
the weekend,
gut is that
No,
it's
the
like-
Champions League knockout for the Real Madrid versus Atletico.
Oh, sorry.
shootout.
Sorry. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Oh, boy. That was.
That was it was harsh, but it looked
But
harsh.
that's the rule, though, Buvey, though.
Yeah, that's my issue. I think it is the rule. He's hit the ball
I don't
twice.
mind if it redirects the ball somewhere, but it's hardly
I know, but
redirecting.
if he's hit the ball twice, he's hit the ball twice.
Yeah, I hear it.
As much as I want Real Madrid to lose to Atletico, it'd be a great storyline.
But
He's
like-
hit the ball twice.
Is that why we think it's harsh? Because it's Atletico versus Real Madrid. If it's
the
somebody
way
else,
it's come about? Yeah.
I still think it's. I just don't like, because you can hardly see the content.
Should they have said retake it? Retake it.
But that's what I'm saying. The retaking thing is like, if a goalkeeper comes off his line and saves a penalty, you have another opportunity to take the penalty. So why is it that in that scenario he just can't be given a chance to take it again? If it's not because it's clearly accidental.
yeah, it felt punitive.
It's
They're trying to change the rule, aren't they?
Yeah.
At the same time, I don't really feel that sad for Atletico Madrid, because Oblak did his job and he saved the penalty, and then they missed.
Yeah, they missed another one, didn't
He
they?
went and missed
Yeah.
the penny.
Plus, it's Simeone. I don't mind Simeone losing a football match. I don't. Plus, they'll stink the gaff out, won't they? Atletico Madrid. The next
Sancho.
game, it'd be nil. Imagine them versus Arsenal. How stiff
would
that
be-
game would be.
And that's the thing. Just to touch back on it quickly, the Atletico versus Real Madrid. Everybody's saying who does Arsenal fans prefer? And a lot of Arsenal fans were saying, "Oh, we prefer Real Madrid," and say, "Yeah, but you're going to lose." But it's styles make fights, as they say, in boxing, and tactically, Simeone.
Do you agree with that? Then you'd rather have Real Madrid than Atletico
yeah,
Madrid.
I think that would be
100%.
the best thing as
As
well.
an
yeah.
Arsenal fan,
Serious?
100%, Buvey. Buvey, we struggled against a low block against Everton
Yep.
at home and West Ham.
They're difficult games, but you don't want to play. You never ever want to meet Real Madrid in the Champions League.
Yeah, but we're playing
You never want to meet Real Madrid.
Because of the way that they just shithouse themselves through games.
Exactly.
But it's
I know what you're saying in terms of styles. I think you're right, but also the history of football. You never want to meet Real Madrid
No, you
if
don't.
you're Arsenal in the quarterfinal.
Yeah, I
But
hear
they
it.
give you opportunities.
Atletico,
they do.
You can get Atletico Madrid. You can have a go at them.
I
You
don't
can.
know, man.
Will
Buvey.
Saka be back for that game?
I don't think so.
No.
If anything, I think Saka will be back for a semi-final if we make it,
Mm.
but not so early. But against Atletico Madrid, they're one of the best, if not the best team at a mid-low block and counter-attacking.
It'd be a boring game. I'm not saying it'd be a high scoring
Boring.
anything. It'd
And
be a
the
boring
quality
game,
that
but
they
you
have.
could grind out a win.
But
You
the
could grind out a win against them.
but we
Against
got-
Real Madrid,
But we
I think you've
got no
got.
attack.
I think you've got a 10% chance against Real Madrid. I don't think you. Maybe it's 0%. I don't think you ever beat Real Madrid across two legs. I think you're out of the. I think you're basically out of the Champions League.
But they,
Serious.
Do you know how Madrid are at the moment? I see it as the same way of how City are in not being able to be controlling in their midfield. They're not the game's not controlled by Real Madrid against most teams in transitions and stuff like that. Just like how City are at the moment. So that's where with Arsenal they've got that quality to be able to just about sneak about a goal out of it, even with this team.
Then
at the
Mbappe
moment.
on the counter.
Yeah, but
Vinicius, Rodrigo on the counter.
yeah, but how many games have you seen where they've stunk it up?
But
There's
they-
been
they-
multiple games where they've stunk it up.
In the last 5 Champions Leagues they've won, they've probably been great in 2 or 3 of them. There's a couple in there where they
What, for
grind
the
them
whole
out.
Run? Rodrigo
I
has
think the
bailed them out.
classic Real Madrid sides, we're talking Ronaldo, Bale, Benzema, where they're smashing sides, bullying sides. There's a couple in there where, like, the Ancelotti wins the last couple of years, the ones against Liverpool, they grind them out a little
even
bit,
against
don't they?
you, they grind out the
Yeah,
two,
yeah,
two
they-
goals in
I'll be
2
honest,
minutes.
the two guys that don't get enough praise at Real Madrid, because obviously you got the stardom with Vinny Jr. and you got Mbappe being the name there as well. But in terms of Valverde
Oh,
and Rodrigo, they are not spoke about enough. Rodrigo has
Valverde's
been
incredible.
massive for them in their attack.
100%. And Valverde's exceptional, man.
Yeah, the man's playing right back.
He might be the best right back in world football.
He might
Serious. Oh,
What
This
is
guy
wrong
is-
with
Sanchez.
Get out of here, man. Please, man.
shit
Bruv, Arsenal
again,
do
man.
this, man. Why are we not taking our chances, man?
Oh, man.
Why is he starting?
What is going on?
I mean,
bro?
honestly,
Just
Jack, I'm
score a
not doing
goal,
these
man.
games again. I'm not doing Arsenal Chelsea until they're both back at the top of the table. Seriously, man.
Until
I'm
Chelsea's back, I do.
striking. I'm not doing these fucking shit sides, man. They're both shit.
Yeah, but your team's not any great though.
You playing against Arsenal today would be just as similar.
Yeah, if not worse. We
Why
beat
are you
them-
chatting? You're playing Serviette every week.
You are below us in the league.
Yeah. When you lose today, it'll be a different
Come
story.
on, Booth.
We beat you 5-0.
But
so
watching
obviously you
these
don't wanna
guys
go
give me
against us.
a brain aneurysm. Seriously, man.
Nah, this is bad.
Fucking hell,
so
that
Same
far.
way I
chance
felt
and
when
try-
Brighton was missing them chances against you lot yesterday.
Fact.
Yeah, but it was a good game, wasn't it? 2-2. But look, we're not a good side at the moment. But next season, City will be smashing it back, man. Mamouche, outrageous. mate.
He's the only one that is looking promising. All the rest of your other signings, I don't see why you made them signings.
What, Nico? Nico's good.
Stiff.
He's
Can't move.
He can't move.
Can't move.
Oh.
He could just about run.
He can't move.
Roger was like that when he came in. Roger was like that a little bit.
Yeah, but
Roger was like that.
Do you know when we was here for the first game we played you lot and Marmouche played? Do you remember when you had that chance where Foden was in on the right-hand side but he just shot? And I said to you, that impresses me more than him feeding Foden because in the long run, it's what we lack at our club. We don't have a
Conviction.
shooter in our club.
Yeah.
In terms of ball striking,
what
big
is
chance.
going on
Big
here?
chance
we're
for Arsenal.
defending for
Corner.
lives. But in terms of ball striking, we haven't had ball strikers at our club
Yeah.
for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
I've tweeted for 4 years, no shooters FC, because Kovacic,
Mason Mount.
Kante. Mason Mount could strike a ball, but then he left.
Yeah.
But Cole Palmer and probably Reece James are only the 2 ball strikers in this club that hit a ball clean. If you look at everyone else.
Neto can strike a ball.
For who? Portugal. And if they are half decent ball strikers, they don't shoot. So Jadon Sancho doesn't get into positions to shoot.
Is that down to the management though? Is actually trying to recycle the ball and not lose the ball, not try to give away possession? Or do you think that's just?
I just think the quality of the players don't strike balls well. I don't think Neto strikes a ball and as good as what you'd think it would be. But like when you saw Marmouche, I'm like Marmouche is going to get low.
Oh!
Set piece.
Oh, it's 1-0 Arsenal.
Mikel Moreno.
I was going to put a bet on Moreno to score.
This kid. But listen, I just want to say,
Fucking
the thing that was.
told you this
know what's
set
poor-
piece stuff.
Yeah,
I
you know
told
what's
you.
poor about that? Chelsea defenders were too busy and worried about what was going on in that little melee of players there. Look at the back stick, Buvey.
Let's have a look.
Absolutely free as day.
Sanchez, fresh haircut as well. He's got a
Oh,
fresh
I love that.
0 all over.
Love that celebration. That's a celebration his dad used to do. Love
Is
that.
it?
Yeah. Look at back stick. Number 6. Look at back
Levi
stick.
jeans.
Look at that.
That's a good ball.
Look at the back stick.
He's won it first. He's a first man. Shouldn't be winning it that
But
easy.
no one on the back stick. Everyone's worried about what's going on with Gabriel and Saliba. No one's
Good
doing
header.
their jobs.
It's a good header, man.
Great header.
Sanchez.
Oh,
No one on the back
good.
post. Maybe
take it,
maybe it's
though.
old school football, but no one on the back post.
No one on the back post.
Why is Colwill? Oh, this is
Why
he's
is there
marking
no one on the
keepers.
back post?
But who's he marking? Right, this is what I'm saying. When you
Crazy.
put people out of position, he should be front post defending that. He's left centre back.
Yeah.
Why is he at the back post marking nobody?
Yeah,
Nobody. You should always have someone at the back post just for them kind of flick-ons for the clear.
But modern managers don't
That's
like
just
it.
poor, man. That's poor. That's poor organisation from a set piece, and that's where we've been poor the whole season. And that's why I said you'll probably beat us with a set piece.
Yeah, this ain't a great result for.
I think the floodgate's open now for Arsenal. We've just got that goal that we couldn't find in open play, and now that we've got it for a set piece, I think the floodgates are open now. The confidence is going to go up now, and I think we're just going to probably beat you like 3 or 4. I'm being honest. I know my team.
This confidence is gone.
No, I know my team. I know my team. I said it.
No, I know.
I've called it a few times on this stream how Arsenal games are going to go. I've called it. This is going to be an open season now. This is it. I'm telling you, we'll probably beat you
open
like 3.
season.
We'll beat them probably like 3.
open.
And I'm not trying to come across as arrogant.
No,
I just know how my team is against this
Look
team
at
right
where
now.
Reece James is.
Where is he?
These guys are shit.
He was just on the press of the centre half.
Is Reece James finished? Do you look?
No, he's not finished. But this misprofiling of players has been a major concern for us. Like we brought Vega in to be a cover left back, and then we sent him on loan. Who's our cover left back for Cucurella? Like we've now Badiashiel's playing on the right hand side of the centre half. Now Levi's playing left side of the centre back. But he's got Reece James
You're
playing
getting
in
bullied.
midfield.
Yeah, you're getting bullied here.
Like where's Lavia? Lavia's been
he's always
been
injured.
But then he's been on the bench for 3 games.
Has he?
Yeah.
Oh, so he's back.
So he's
but
back.
You
Back.
probably don't want to rush him though.
Yeah, but bro, we need
3
him in big
games. You need to just play football, don't you? It's nearly summer.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no World Cup coming up.
Exactly.
Oh, these guys! I'm actually so embarrassed. We're even competing with this Chelsea side for the top 4. It's so embarrassing. These
poor.
guys are shit.
Look at Enzo. Enzo's playing in the more advanced role in this midfield.
That wasn't a foul.
He has to go and press. Like he's good at this kind of stuff. He can hit balls in the channels, and he's not bad with his passing when the ball's at his feet. But ask him to go and press some players.
Nah, he's not doing
It's a
it.
myth.
Doesn't fancy.
They're all over these lot. That's a foul. That's a foul.
Why do you think Reece James is running into the midfield and having to go in and run down people? Because he's physically able to go and run people down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's weird because your at the beginning of the season, your midfield trio was looking good with Caicedo, Enzo, and
Palmer plays as the 10.
Yeah, that was
good. But then you haven't got the press. You haven't got a great press with Cole Palmer in there. It's all right, but in terms of the 2-man midfield, Enzo don't press well anyway. So he has to sit off and be in that low block role where he could just pick up the ball and play it. Are they looking at this for red card?
Oh, that is looking. Look. The stamp.
Man, don't ruin the game, please.
No, but if it's red card's a red card.
it's over refereeing, isn't it?
Red card's a red card, man.
We got a super chat from Charlie. Big up, fellas. Love the stream. Thanks very much, Charlie.
Man, big up, Charlie.
Are they re-refereeing this game? What's happening now?
I don't know. They're just looking at.
It's not a red card, is it?
It's not a red. I'm not mad.
Come on.
I think he tries to dig the ball.
He's a melon, this Calvin, aren't he?
Oh, the ref.
Yeah, he's a knob, isn't he?
I don't respect most of these refs.
No, I don't.
Wesley is always a loose cannon as well, but he's also a player that is very physical, got good attributes, good athleticism. He can get up and down the pitch. He helps us.
He's made a Weetabix as well.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Reece James made a Weetabix. Lavia made a Weetabix.
Yeah.
Oh, you got three players that are part of your core side, and they're all injury prone.
Yeah. But this is why the recruitment of the misprofiling of certain players we've bought, we have got no one. And Caicedo's playing as the lone DM, and he's not really a defensive midfielder, and yet we're relying on him to cover.
What is he then?
He's a part of a two-man box-to-box midfield.
Box-to-box.
But you need someone sitting in beside him to do that. And we've got Enzo, who's not the most physical and not the most athletic. So Caicedo's overworking. If Caicedo got injured, we would be in tatters because we've got no one.
Midfield, yeah.
You're in tatters now. You can't even keep the ball.
Yeah,
it's a bit of a mad one for Chelsea. I'm not mad though. I'm quite happy.
Yeah.
You're looking decent. You're looking
You
decent.
spent all that money and you're not doing anything with
Look
it.
at Enzo.
Oh, if you score this,
he's not getting there.
He dives, Raya. He dived for that.
He can't strike a ball anyway, and he's on the end of the run. He's knackered.
I thought it was Neto. That's what I thought he. That was a bit like Cesc Fabregas, wasn't it? Against.
Do you know when Olaina said he just cracked it because he was knackered?
Yeah.
When he scored that cracker, when he went on that run. That's how Enzo is. He's knackered at the end of runs. He just wanted to kick it so he doesn't have to keep the ball. That's what it was.
What's happened with Jackson? This season?
Been injured in it, but it's.
So he's been injured.
Yeah, he's been injured for a while now.
And I think that's what one of the main reasons why we've dropped a lot of points, because Jackson, that combination between Jackson and Cole Palmer at one point was very scary.
But that's because of Enzo, and this is why we don't like Maresca, because. Yeah, that's last 6 Premier League away. We haven't winning away from home. Our away results have been poor.
It's horrible.
4 losses, 2 draws.
And look at mate, you lost to Ipswich.
Yeah, we lost to Ipswich. That's what I mean. And look at what Forest went and done to them. It's embarrassing, man. We're not good.
Why are we competing with these lot?
But why do you think I told you it masks? We've won 4 on the bounce. We beat Copenhagen twice and Leicester and Southampton. It's poor.
It's embarrassing.
There was a time that we was talking about Chelsea being in the title race.
And that was embarrassing.
Yeah,
and that's when I told everyone, stop doing it, because we're not that good. And we would always go on a run against them poor sides where we just don't pick them up.
Have you been disappointed by Cole Palmer this season? Obviously, he's going to be your talisman.
Yeah, no.
People are saying that now.
There's expectation on him now. Last season, there was no expectation on him.
Maybe it's the expectation because they know of the standard he can play at. I know he's gone on a run of not scoring goals in 8 or 9 games, but
that's not good enough, though, Sean.
That's not good enough. It ain't. But at the same time, he can't. You can't always expect him to turn up week in, week out.
Who's this? Cole Palmer.
Saka's had phases of where he's been on a drought for here and there, like for
at least 3 or 4 games, but not 8 to 9 games.
Is it 8 or 9 games?
He's like 9 games.
It's 8-9 games where he hasn't had a goal or assist. I'm sure Saka's been on like a 6-7 game run.
No, probably got an assist or something. Probably you could be right. Probably earlier in his career, but for the past 2-3 seasons, Saka has been turning up more later than none.
Like you said, it's the standard. So it's more of the fact that he's shown that he can score and assist in near enough every other game that you expect him to at least put up 1 or 2. But we also had a statistic where he had created 40 chances where it hadn't been converted of good chances. So within that run, we've also had plays like times where he's created for people.
He looks like he's trying a bit too hard though, Sean. I think he's bought into the hype a little bit.
He is doing it a little bit, and this is where he hasn't been performing in the last 2 or 3 games not well. It's because he's trying too hard.
I said on the stream he was the best player in the world.
Yeah, at a stage he arguably was, but it's
on form.
I'm embarrassed.
On form. But in terms of when you look at him, I would never say he'd be one of the best players in the world. But for us,
when he scored the goals against Brighton, was it 4 goals against Brighton?
Against Brighton.
He's got 13 this year.
Yeah, his numbers fallen off. Bad,
he's fallen off
a cliff, man. And
I don't think he's fallen
Maybe
off a
they
cliff. I
figured
think
him
that's
out.
harsh.
Maybe
I
they
think
figured
he's
him
fallen
out.
off a
Well, he's
cliff.
definitely fallen off, hasn't he?
I think he's fallen off a cliff because obviously the standard that you lot, like Chelsea fans hold him up to, and not even just Chelsea fans, football fans in general, comparing
I
him to
don't think
Phil
it's us.
Foden, comparing him to Saka, and
Yeah,
all these other
Foden,
players.
that's nasty from you lot.
All these other
Chelsea
players,
fans.
and
Oh, but hold on.
He's nowhere
if
near
we want to
Foden.
talk about Foden, please let's not start on Foden.
Why?
Let's start.
we talk about Palmer being missing for 8 games. We've had Foden missing for 30 games.
No, he's not been missing 30.
He's been missing for 30 games,
No, he's not.
Booths.
Who's the current holder of the PFA Player of the Year award?
that's terrible.
Yeah, but this is what I'm trying to say to you. But look at the fall off from that. He's PFA Player of the Year, Booth.
You're allowed to.
Come on, Booth.
He's not even in the top 30 players this season. Easily.
he's not.
30.
He's not.
50. It could be 50.
Not 50. Not 50.
It could
50's
be
outrageous.
50.
Nah,
It could
50's a
be.
big number.
It could be knocking around
50's
55.
a big
It
number,
could
lads.
be.
You could be Boovy.
You can't even give me 50 players in the Premier League, Miles.
I could get. I can, but I'll be struggling to get.
Has he
Foden's been
performed
bad.
any better player than any of these players on the pitch for both sides?
Yeah, of course he has. Foden's been better than Sterling, Martinelli,
Oh, you
Trossard.
can't do Sterling. Sterling don't play.
Alright,
Sterling's
Don't
not even
cheat.
playing.
Don't cheat.
Jorginho,
Jorginho don't play. Give us first team players.
Yeah, first team players.
Martinelli.
He's been injured.
Yes,
And he hasn't
you know
been
it
better than
is.
Martinelli.
You know it is. You know it is.
Booth knows that uncomfortable
Yeah.
for that conversation.
Yeah.
But
I'm not having Cole Palmer slander. I'm sorry.
Foden
I'm not
and
having
Palmer have had
Cole
similar
Palmer slander.
seasons. Actually, you just can't see it.
Foden and Cole Palmer have had similar seasons.
Because his drop off in the
Lord
last 9.
have mercy.
His drop off in the last 9 has been so bad. Foden's
Oh
been decent
my
last 9.
gosh.
Foden's
This is
been
all because the
decent.
man hasn't scored or assisted, you know. This is awful stuff. Who just got booked for Fana?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was due one. He could get sent off today.
No, it's Colwell.
Yeah, you could get
Oh,
sent
was it
off.
Colwell?
Look at that.
Jesus.
Oh,
You Chelsea boys are going in
he's had a
hard
go,
today, man.
couple of goes.
Someone's getting sent off.
Someone might be getting sent off. You lot are flying into these challenges unnecessarily as well. You know? It's out of
I've got a
frustration as well.
stat for you, lads. This off the top of my head, on my life, top of my head, right?
Go on.
No. Listen.
That is so
Let me
shameless.
just
Well
find my
done, Jack.
thoughts. Let me just find my thoughts. Phil Foden's got 2 more league goals than Saka this season.
How many? Saka hasn't played since December.
Oh,
Saka
here we
hasn't
go.
played since
Here
December the
we go.
23rd.
He played every minute of every
Saka hasn't
second of
played
every Arsenal game
since
until January
December the 23rd.
So Cole
And
Palmer.
it's 2 goals. Only 2 goals.
Yeah.
So Foden's got more than Saka. And you're saying he's had a shit season.
How many?
You're
how many
saying
assists
50
has Saka-
players.
Okay,
Come on,
yes,
man.
because all right, from a player of the season, yeah, and
Yeah.
you're comparing to Cole Palmer. He's had 7 goals and 2 assists in the league this year. Terrible.
Terrible.
Palmer's got 14 and 6.
Yeah,
Saka's got
for
over
a
10
dead
assists.
Chelsea side.
Saka's got over 10 assists.
10 assists.
And that was just December.
And
I can't defend
remember the
Phil
last time I've
Foden,
seen
but
him.
all I'm saying is he's entitled to have a little bit of a dip in form, and the dip's not even that bad. I think you're just
So
gassing
then
him.
we're not allowed to have Palmer have a dip in form then.
Yeah, but you there were certain people saying he's the best player in world football, and I'm part of the problem because I was saying he was incredible.
That's the problem.
Foden's level's not been that bad this season. It's not Hazard the season after he was incredible. He had a complete season off. It's not been that bad. Do you know what I mean?
Jack says Foden's only played 300 more minutes than Saka. Only 300 more minutes. That's a lot of minutes,
That's
Jack.
not-
That's
three
three
games.
in the third game.
That's a lot of
3
games.
matches.
3 matches in the third.
I'd love to have Saka for 3 matches.
Yeah, of
Three
course.
If we had
matches.
Saka for 3 matches, we'd be more closer to Liverpool.
Come on, man.
I'd
3
love-
matches.
it's
That's not
different.
3,000 minutes. It's 300 minutes.
But it was shameless.
That's 3
though,
football.
'cause
It is shameless.
Saka's contributions have been more assists this year.
Yeah, Saka's been fantastic. He has been. But Foden's numbers aren't that bad. There was a point in February where he had the same amount of goal involvements at the same stage in the following season.
There's a lot of
Serious.
Man City fans I know that are very, very annoyed with Phil Foden's performances this season.
Yeah, I am too. I'm part of that crowd. But all I'm saying is, I just don't think you can slag him off as much as people have been.
But this is what I feel like about Palmer. I feel like, all right, he hasn't scored or assisted in the last 8, but if you go to the games and you watch Chelsea play, like Cole Palmer is our only outlet of creation for us.
Yeah,
Like look
yeah.
at it right now against Arsenal. We have,
Shit.
I don't think that one shot from Enzo, I think was the only shot.
Yeah, you haven't touched the ball.
And that was in desperation.
Skelly's been all over you lot.
Yeah, he's doing well in that midfield. He's doing very well.
The
You've got
Reece
to think of
James,
who can break
I
it.
don't know what Reece James is doing in that
Look at
position.
Enzo. He's doing cardio. He is knackered.
Knackered. Chasing shadows.
He is chasing
He's doing
shadows.
incline on the treadmill.
Chasing shadows. But yeah, boys, this is the same way you're defending Phil Foden, you're defending Cole Palmer. I've been doing this for Saka for years. All
Yeah,
Arsenal
it
fans.
has been.
It's been for
Of
years.
course.
Everybody, he's been the benchmark for every single new player that comes in.
That's a good point.
And this is why I rate Saka so much, and most Arsenal fans do. Obviously, I'm going to be a bit slight bias, but he is Mr. Consistent.
Yeah.
He's been putting up numbers for a team that hasn't arguably, we haven't, not even.
Yeah, yeah. I
haven't
don't
won
think you
any
can
leagues.
criticise Saka. I
We haven't
really
won any
don't.
leagues, but we've been in and around it, and because of Bukayo Saka, he's a young.
I think you're not a real football fan if you slag off Saka in the last three or 4 years. I think he's been the one permanent quality. I think even Odegaard, you can criticise Odegaard, Declan Rice, Saliba maybe this season. The red card early in the point of the season, but Saka,
Nah, yeah, he's
Come
been
on,
so
man.
consistent, man.
See, Oliver knows. He's trying to wind me up. He can't get to me.
I'm not winding up anyone.
Buvey, super chat. Like
Super
McKola
chat.
says, you've got to read it out.
Buvey's the greatest wind-up merchant of all time from Oliver. I'm not winding anyone up.
He is a big winder.
Buvey, you are a bit of a wind-up.
I'm not a
merchant.
wind-up.
It's class, it's quality, but you
He
are.
is good, yeah.
I'm not a wind-up.
You are.
Seriously.
You are.
I think Foden's been decent this season.
I think you could sell Phil Foden and not miss him next season.
Oh, no.
I'm being completely honest.
He's the
Definitely
heartbeat.
from this season.
I think you can honestly sell Phil Foden next season and not miss him.
You're telling me you can't play Savio Doku, Marmoush, Haaland up front and you wouldn't be happy?
No, it's not working.
get
The
back
two
Rodri,
wingers.
you get back
It's not
Rodri.
working with two wingers anyway. So I don't want two wingers anyway. So Phil Foden has to stay. Come
You
on,
get
he's the
back Rodri.
heartbeat of the side.
Say you get a Rodri.
So I sell Paul Scholes in 2002 for Man United. Then it's an equivalent.
No, it's not.
It is an equivalent.
Paul Scholes was.
He was the heartbeat
Lord
of Man
have
United.
mercy.
What
Oh.
the hell?
Enzo's just trying to have a go at
Martinelli,
my man.
Ellie, man, come
He's
on.
meant to be a striker.
Enzo tried to have a go at Gabriel on the floor,
Gabriel's shout.
saying like he's diving.
Yeah, back to Phil Foden. Listen,
Phil Foden's the heartbeat of Manchester City. There's no question about
Okay,
it.
if he's the heartbeat of Manchester City, why was it so easy for Savio to come in on that right hand side and just take?
Because Foden's not a right winger.
So where is he
I don't
played
think
then?
he's a right winger,
He can.
Number 10.
Well, Kevin De Bruyne's hardly played this season.
but if you, they're linked to someone like they're linked to Wirtz, they're linked to Musiala.
Who's been playing in your 10 role?
So if you get those type of players, Phil Foden. Is a
Well,
big
Marmoush in the last few weeks.
Yeah, but
De
throughout
Bruyne's
the-
come in and out as well. Phil Foden hasn't been playing that position because Pep doesn't trust him. But I still think he's a
But
10.
that's what I mean. It's crazy. So the
But
best
he's not a
player
left
in the
winger.
league-
He's not a right winger. He's not a false 9. He's not a
He's not
defensive
a cam.
midfielder, is he? Of
So
course
and he's not a cam.
10. But he's
So
a
what is
10.
he
He's a 10.
But then you said that
He's
your
out of
manager
form.
doesn't.
He's
like
out of
him.
form, isn't he?
Oh, so he's out of form. I love it.
That's what I'm saying. Buvey.
You said he's out of form, did I? I said he was out of form. I'm just saying the dip in form is not that bad.
Yeah, of course.
It's not that bad. We're being dramatic.
We've seen worse.
It's not a plot line in EastEnders. We're not. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's just like he's been a little bit out of it.
Foden,
I'm glad
you
I've been
can't
able to
make it.
divert this Palmer slander to
Well, yeah, I
Foden.
can't
love it.
believe it, man.
Come on, Arsenal, defend this well. Well done.
Jadon Sancho, man.
Oh, Jadon Sancho, he's going back. Chelsea don't want to sign him.
We
He's going
don't.
back to Manchester
Yeah, he's
United.
going
They
back,
said,
he's going back.
On Twitter today,
Something-
there'll be a Troops meme. Troops vaping on someone's kitchen counter, and it'll be Sancho performance against Arsenal, March 2025. That'll come up 100%. 100%. I see it every time Sancho has a stinker. I just see Troops on Twitter.
Sancho's not good.
I think he is good though. It's the system and it's the manager.
I think he's
Just
just
at the beginning of the season, he was good for you.
he's
He was
such an
one of your
AC
best
Milan
players.
player, and he's an AC Milan Dortmund. He's in one of those leagues. I don't think he's.
I think he can do Premier League though,
you
because he
think?
showed spells of it
Who
at the
for?
beginning of the season. He did show spells of it. He showed spells of it at
August.
Manchester United.
But I see. But the thing is with him, Miles, is he gets given space, and exactly at what he had at Dortmund, where he wants to play 1-2s, getting in and around play people.
Yeah.
Is it the fact that he can't size people up 1v1, or he needs to bounce off someone to get ahead of someone and create a bit of space? Because
That's a good point.
maybe that is the style that what we're hindering him from, because he likes to pop and go. But when we play, and Maresca's, this is why I'm criticizing Maresca heavily, because he says he likes to play with touchline wingers, and that's why he had Nicholas Jackson running down centre halves, left, right, and centre for him, because that's his system. Because Nkunku was our best player in the preseason, and he was our star for what we were thinking that he was going to be for
Yeah,
us
he
up
had a
front.
great season
And
in Bundesliga.
Maresca's come in out of nowhere and said, you know what? I don't want Nkunku up front because I can't find a system around him to be able to partner him with someone. I'm going to play 2 touchline wingers, and I'm going to play Nicholas Jackson ahead of him. So we're choosing to play a system because he doesn't think that the better player, talent-wise, is capable of playing in his system. Or he can't find a system to get the best.
Oh
my God.
Cucurella with a shot on the edge of the box. David
My
Raya.
heart just jumped.
Oh my God.
Raya.
Mate, they were just shooting. These guys were just shooting. It's nearly got into the back of the net.
We need that
My
bit a
heart
lot.
jumped. Oh my God, Raya, my heart's beating. Even Raya just went. Whew.
Oh, wow. Look at this. Oh.
He hasn't had a blunder like that all season. Not like that.
Good hit
Not
from
on that level.
Cucurella, to be fair. It's a good hit.
But
Keepers
this is,
in
what,
no
thi-
man's
thi-
land.
this is what I'm saying. And then with the touchline wingers that we've got, all
Yeah.
of a sudden now, he's playing Nkunku on the left. He's not
Yeah.
a touchline winger.
He has started, hasn't he? He's playing.
He's playing.
Yeah, Nkunku's there, but he's been playing him off the left.
I didn't even know he's playing.
But his whole strategy is to play with touchline wingers, and that don't
Oh, you're
work.
in.
Good
Oh,
defending.
shit again, man. Oh,
that's
fuck
good
me,
defending.
man.
Cucurella's role changes every week.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah.
he's playing cam. Sometimes he's playing centre mid.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's playing overlapping left back runs around Sancho.
Wow, it sounds like
Like-
you've got a lot. He sounds like you've got more trouble than you lot.
The
Chelsea's in
pub down
trouble.
the road
They're
might
in
be
a world
going
of
off.
pain.
Booth,
Booth, you look at that.
You got to look at that, mate.
Yeah, it is what it is, isn't it?
No, read the score. Read the score,
It's a
Buvey.
dead league. What?
No, Buvey.
Let's talk about League
You were
Two.
so happy when Rangers were
Yeah,
up
just
2-0.
I love winding up Celtic fans. They get so passionate about
The score is Celtic 2, Rangers 2. They've come back from a 2-0
it. Which game is
deficit.
this? It's about 25 a season between these two.
Old
I don't know
Firm Derby.
which one. Which one?
The Old Firm Derby.
It's about the fifth
mate.
time they've played already.
Yeah, but it means something over there.
Does it?
Scottish League. Yeah, of course it does.
Who's top of the league right now in Scotland?
Celtic.
Oh yeah, they paid out on the league from like August.
this
I think
is
that
a
was
big
Paddy
win
Power's.
for Celtic. Big comeback. Come on, Arsenal.
I've
clear your
got a
lines.
question about Nkuku, right? Does he play football now? He's got a balloon in his pocket ready to go.
Yeah, every game. It's in his sock, I think.
Yeah, I think it's in the sock. Do you think that's childish?
That's
I
embarrassing.
don't get it.
Because he has to buy a balloon somewhere.
Down the pound shop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
he's definitely had a good amount of pack left in still left.
Multi-pack from Amazon.
So he hasn't bought a balloon.
He's about 3 balloons out of 100.
He ain't gone to re-up on the 50 pack. I'll tell you that.
Is it the same? It's the same color balloon all the time, isn't it? Blue.
Same blue one.
Oh, good.
Weird, isn't it? It's a
Who
very
even knows
childish.
imagine if he reused it.
No, it's nasty. That's bacteria.
You might, but then again, he
That's
can wash it off.
bacteria.
You can wash it off. He hasn't
No,
used
no,
it in a while.
you don't reuse a balloon, do
Yeah.
you?
It's like this. Look at this. It's the stand-up stuff.
These guys are shit.
Go
mate.
backwards.
Honestly,
Let's go backwards.
Yeah, this is good setup by
Side to
Arsenal.
side football.
I'll do
Well,
honestly, Jack. I'll do a championship game next week. If you want to do championship,
Oh, championship's
seriously,
great, man.
yeah, I'll do
I
championship.
watched Leeds QPR yesterday, 12:30.
Yeah.
Great
It
game.
was exciting.
It's exciting. All the playoff games are very exciting.
Championship is.
Aronson literally set the geezer
Yeah.
for the shot himself.
Oh, yeah.
And he's on the opposite team.
Speaking of championship, though, just quickly, Lampard, they go again. They go
Coventry.
again.
Did they win on the weekend?
Yep.
Who did they beat?
They
go
beat they beat Sunderland at home. Yeah, cooked Sunderland.
Hook Sunderland.
Do you know what? I'd love them to get to the playoffs, get to the final. Rory goes down there to Wembley and they lose.
Rory's going to be front row.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
That's not good, man.
I'd love it.
That's not
I
good.
would love it.
If they get to the final, you lot have to do a live stream with Rory.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
have
I'd
to.
go down
If
Wembley.
If Coventry get to the final, oh, you'll be there. Okay,
I'm definitely going to
we
the
will be
playoff
there.
final.
You'll be there.
Definitely getting tickets for that.
Yeah, that'd be a good final. But
That'd be a great final.
Lampard, take him back.
No, not yet.
Not. Oh, so in the future you think about taking him back?
Potentially, he needs to build up his resume. He needs to showcase that he can do it in the league at a lower league side. But he's been given that opportunity with Everton, and he never done it. So it's like I don't know what
He's learning
what
his craft
skills.
now, though,
Yeah,
isn't
what skills he might be missing. Like obviously, he needs to develop it for a while.
It's too much of a jump in it. I think Coventry, a low level Premier League side next, build his way up.
Well, he
He's
done it
still
with Derby.
keen.
It was the same thing with Derby,
yeah.
but it's just
Yeah.
he's missing something that he needs to learn.
He's a young manager. It takes time. Oh, here we go.
Going on.
Bullied
This
now.
This
Get
is-
bullied now.
This is what I mean about the pace.
Shit,
This is what I mean about
shit.
Pedro Neto's pace.
Oh, he got
Yeah,
He's
it's
not
It's a bit of a
blistering.
myth, isn't it?
It's not blistering.
It's not.
He's just small.
It's not
and his
Leroy
feet are
Sane,
small.
is it? It's not Leroy Sane pace.
Oh God!
It's-
Come on,
it's-
Arsenal,
it's-
defend this
I
corner.
said this at the start of the season. I'm pretty sure I said it somewhere. He's not as quick as people made. I'm pretty sure I said it somewhere. He's not as quick.
He's
as,
not. He's just small with quick legs.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I swear he had like a big injury though, and that's he did
He
have
did have a
he
had a
massive-
major-
Yeah, he had an injury.
ACL, didn't he?
Yeah, and that could slow you down as a player.
Well, then that's what I mean, and that's why I'm like.
So he was blistering fast when he was at Wolves.
Yeah,
he was
maybe he was blistering fast at
at
Wolves.
Wolves.
but
He was fast, man.
for what I've seen for us,
He's not good enough for to
Yeah,
win
but
a
are you
title.
saying that because your whole team as a whole, Sean, is not good enough? So you're looking at him
No, because
as
we
part
play-
of that bunch.
No, but
because
we-
individually he's a good winger.
No, but this is the thing because we get into so many individualistic scenarios with the way we play. Like we play to size up people 1v1s, and so many fans behind me. I sit in the shed.
Shed end.
The shed end. I sit in the shed, and people are singing, like people are chanting "Walk in football" because this is what we do. We go side to side. The person that's out wide, whether it be Sancho, Noni, Pedro Neto, they'll size them up. It's like you're teasing them that you're going to go down the line. You're going to tease them that you're going to run at them. You're jinking. But then inevitably they just turn back and pass sideways.
Is he better than Nathan Redmond?
This is the big wind-up merchant.
No, I'm asking you a question.
No, Redmond in his day, though.
Yeah, Redmond. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Redmond in his day was
Yes.
a good player.
I know you're trying to wind me up.
Is he better than Aaron Lennon? He's not. He's not. I'll give you that one for free. He's not. He's not better than Hudson-Odoi. He's not better than Elanga. He's not better than Stuart Downing.
Do you know that pains me that we sold Hudson-Odoi for £3 million?
3 million.
3 million.
That's interest on the loan that you're paying to do anything you're doing in debt at the moment. I mean, it's just like, come on.
And when I was with
Good ball.
one of the guys you'd know that from the foundation down at the PAV, Miles.
Oh, Pavilion. Okay.
Yeah, so when I was with that guy down there, he told me that we had an offer from Bayern Munich for £50 million. So we turned it down.
Yeah.
And that was just before it came out that the Bayern Munich news was starting to float about. And I was like, how have we not taken £50 million for Hudson-Odoi?
Yeah, that is crazy.
He wasn't even in our squad.
That is crazy.
And he was on big wages early, wasn't he, as well?
Don't foul.
Come on, Cuckoo.
I can
that a
see him
penalty?
getting a cheeky goal. No.
Can we get a
no
penalty there?
No penalty. No
Good
penalty.
defending.
Look at that. No shooters FC. Left foot
Enzo Fernandez.
over the bar.
Getting away with it every week, this guy.
Come on, Arsenal, man. We need to get
Come on,
one
man.
more.
We need a VAR, man.
We need one more goal.
There's no VAR.
We need VAR, man.
There's no VAR.
Got the sock in his boot. He's ready.
Come on.
If he kicks him.
Got the ball.
He got the ball. Look at that. Cheaters.
Cheating, man. Cheating.
If we go to Gales, where do they go? Greg's. Go to Greg's.
I'm trying to think. Gales, what's the other one?
What's got to Greg's though, isn't it? Chelsea. Chelsea's
No,
a
but
bit-
Chelsea isn't at Greg's, is it?
Yeah, it's plush over
That's
there.
Newcastle. What's the? I need another coffee chain in West London. What is it? What is it?
Pret a manger.
Pret a manger, innit? Yeah.
Pret a
Is
manger.
it Pret a Manger?
Yeah, but it's too commonplace, isn't it? Pret.
You guys want something a bit more swanky.
Costa.
Yeah.
Nah.
No, not Costa.
Costa's too. Costa's too casual.
Brentford's Costa, innit?
casual, innit?
Brentford's Costa.
Brentford is
Costa coffee, yeah. Fucking hell. If you get me a Costa coffee, I'm just not drinking it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not drinking.
At least get me a
Costa.
Starbucks.
I'm not drinking Costa coffee at my age. Do you know what I mean? I've lived my life. I'm at a certain position in my life. I'm not drinking Costa coffee. I'm not like.
So what's Man City then?
What's the most premium Cafe Nero?
No way.
Yeah, Cafe Nero, delicious.
It could be a Wendy's.
Wendy's. Well, Wendell's.
Wendy's.
Mate, they're bakery, Wendell's. You only get them on the outskirts of London, don't you?
No, there's a Wendy's. There's a Wendy's in Wembley, isn't there? Am I going crazy?
Wenzel's.
Wendy's.
Wenzels.
Wendell's?
Yeah.
Wenzels,
bakery.
the orange one.
Wenzel.
Hey,
Wenzels, yeah,
Wenzel's.
Wenzels.
Yeah, Wenzel's is in the
high road.
in the high road. Yeah, opposite.
Yeah,
It's
but on
opposite
the
the
outskirts of London.
Yeah, it's opposite the Greg's. There's a
You won't find one in the middle of London.
We've got a TK
Wenzels.
Maxx there, and it's right beside there,
Yeah.
by the station.
You know.
Wenzel's. How do you know about Wenzel's, Buvey? Is it in Bristol? Is it?
No, I used to have a job on the outskirts of London.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fresh Ego kid, weirdly.
Is it?
Yeah, Stanmore. I used to travel to Stanmore.
Stanmore.
End of the Jubilee line. There was a Wenzel as soon as you got off the train.
Man. Rest in peace, Marvin.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
This is a dry game,
Yeah,
innit?
it's dead, man.
Fucking
I'm
hell.
surprised this guy's still fit, man. Reece James. He's been injured for the whole season, and he's back now.
He's not been getting on the ball. Like, he's fit, right? So we take away the injury thing 'cause he's playing. He's not influencing the game.
No.
He's not influencing the game. Like, no one's getting on the ball for you lot.
You lot need that old Reece James that's bombing down the wing, but obviously his hamstrings ain't gonna hold up, his thigh ain't gonna hold up, his ankle ain't gonna hold up for that. But this inverted stuff for Reece James is not good. He's not that type of
No,
player.
it's not good enough.
He's not good enough. He's not good on the ball.
He's not a centre midfielder,
No, he's not.
and he's not even that hard working for him to be. He also works in kind of like sprints, so he won't consistently work to kind of like close the gaps. But he'll do it whenever it's within his vicinity. He'll go on a sprint. Do you know what I mean? But that's not good enough when you're playing in centre mid.
But this, like I said, it comes down to Maresca to identify that, though.
Yeah. But that's what I'm
As a
saying. It's
manager.
about misprofiling.
Yeah, because I think Gusto,
Well, I don't mind Gusto, yeah.
Gusto's not had a great year.
he hasn't. What's going
Go
on?
on.
You got to judge that bounce.
That's not a foul.
Ooh, what's going on
Oh,
there?
Come on, man, Enzo, man. Just
Okay, carry on, party.
Come on,
come
man.
on, Cuckoo.
He's
Are we chatting about the England squad at half time, yeah?
yeah.
That's way more interesting than this shit. We've got Dan Burn at left back. Fucking hell, mate.
Big
Go on.
Dan Burn. Deserves it, though.
Does he?
Look at this.
Look at
geezer,
this keeper.
man.
Just get on target. Just get it on target.
Caicedo, the only thing good for us.
me,
Oh,
man.
Jesus, man.
Good. Go on,
He's
Caicedo.
too
Find
Where did we
it.
go from
Find
nearly
it.
scoring?
What is that?
He's too shit.
No, this is a comedy game. Look at this. Look,
It's a
look.
joke side,
He's
man.
on the floor now.
This is a joke side.
This is
Look
comedy.
at Sanchez, man. Clap him.
He's terrible.
These
you know.
guys are a joke, both of them. Seriously.
Does he need to? He's actually helping Arsenal's attack by actually touching.
He's actually bad. Look at that.
To be fair, it is going into
But
a dangerous
Sanchez-
area. He has to do something.
He has to do
still.
something, I
Yeah, he
think.
has to do something.
It's
I
in that
agree.
corridor. He has to do
Yeah,
something.
he has to.
Yeah, but punch it though. He's slapping it.
He's slapping it about.
Punch the ball. He is terrible.
He's shit,
man.
mate. He's shit.
I don't know how you lot got Brighton's. He was like, he got dropped from Brighton.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had still. You had
And they still went and got him.
You had
No.
still playing ahead of him. Was it
Steele.
Verbruggen?
No, Verbruggen was just coming in, I think.
Just coming
but
in,
Yeah,
yeah.
but still, they
But
dropped him
someone
for
else
still.
was there as well, though.
There was another one. Who's the other one?
I can't remember.
How can they drop? They drop. Brighton dropped their main keeper for their second keeper because the main keeper's bad, and Chelsea goes and picks him up from the bargain basin. And you lot spent all that
I
money
need
on
to check
attackers.
who's actually on the bench today? Because the last previous games, I've seen some youngsters on our bench.
I don't think it matters, Sean. Honestly, mate. I
You don't think they
don't
got
think
enough?
Matt, honestly.
On Sterling can't play.
I'll be honest, yeah. It's the end of the season. I've had a long season on the club. Every week getting slagged off for City lose. I don't want to cover Chelsea again on the club. I can't watch these shit anymore, Jack. Please, I'll do anything you want, Jack. I'm not doing these lot.
Have you still got
these guys are shit.
Have you still got to play them in this?
No, we played them already.
Is Man United? Adam got to play them again?
Manchester derby coming up. That'd be great.
Has he got to play Chelsea?
I don't think we need to cover Chelsea, do we, Jack? We don't need to cover Chelsea, do we?
We've got one attacker on the bench, Tyreek George.
Obviously, get Sean on again. It's not about Sean. But we'll get him on as a neutral fan. But I can't do these lot again. These are shit, mate. And they've gone down in quality. A few months ago, I was actually singing your praises. You used to control football matches. I know it's hard against Arsenal away,
but that's what it is. Is that we're normally a possession-based side, but this is what I'm saying is without Palmer in this team, it's massively. We can't have nothing to. We're not press resistant. Rangers have taken a 3-2 lead.
Buvey, you're so shameless. Look at that.
Shameless.
Does it count now? Is it
3-2. Come on. I love the Scottish League. Look at this guy shouting. Look at giving it the big I am. Gives it the big I am. Where are you going? You climb the stairs.
Oh, the fans are trying to get to the Celtic fans are trying to get to the Rangers players.
Yeah.
Oh, he's giving it.
They give it a big I am, then I'll walk up the stairs and get a pie.
This is a big result for Rangers if they beat Celtic at their ground, though.
We need Cole Palmer, Booth.
Yeah, look, Cole Palmer changes things, and obviously, Jackson as well. I think Jackson gives you that pace in behind. It gives you a bit more control when you've got the ball because the defensive side have got more things to worry about. Should we talk about the England squad very, very quickly?
Please.
What do you make of it, lads, in terms of the England position? Because it's his first side, his first selection. You got 4 keepers in there, a mixture of Henderson coming in there, Dan Burnett over 32 years old. Then you got some slightly younger players coming in for their first appearance as well. What do you make of the squad?
Well, obviously, he's gone for players that are currently in form right now. This England team is going to look completely different when we go to the World Cup. But I like the fact that he's picked players like Bramthwaite, Gibbs White, Hudson-Odoi. He's given them a chance.
No, they're not included.
Gibbs White isn't included.
They're not included.
There's no room. Jesus.
Yeah.
You didn't get Gibbs White.
Have you seen our under 21s? Yeah,
no Gibbs White. No Gibbs White, Jack.
Yeah.
Get Tuchel out.
No, but I was having a conversation whilst I was on the way here when I was running a playback stream. But it was the players that we've got a great under 21 squad, probably one of the best squads we've had in a long. Well, we've had a good under 21s for the last 4 years, I'd say, but it is very strong this year.
Yeah.
But in terms of our first team, I think every England manager that comes in to take over the club, I think normally it's just they go to the more experienced players just to set it in. Once he can, and it also will make Tuchel look good because if he brings in a team of experience, identifies who's not good to be able to be a part of this squad in the next tournament, and then rotate it and change it for the better, it will make him look good. And at least then...
Let's start with... I think there's 4 major points we should talk about. The first one is Jordan Henderson, which what you're alluding to. Jordan Henderson. This isn't Steven Gerrard. This isn't David Beckham.
Yeah, no.
This isn't Paul Gascoigne.
It's safe.
This is Jordan. It's Jordan Henderson. He's not even starting for Ajax. He started 1 in the last 8 for Ajax in the Dutch league. Why is he in the squad? Why?
I have no idea.
He's 36 by the time the World Cup will come around.
Because Ivan Toney is now not in this squad, and Solanke, I heard, has been included. So no Ivan Toney. Surely Ivan Toney would have been ahead of Solanke if he stayed in the Premier League. So what is the problem for why he can't call up Ivan Toney?
I don't know.
No, it's strange. But why is Jordan Henderson in the squad? We have to just cover that. What is the thinking? Look, you've obviously brought up a point, Sean, in terms of experience. You can drop him if he's had a bag. But he's never going to go to the World Cup, is he?
No, he ain't.
He's not.
So why is he in this squad? It's like a ceremonial thing. It's a bit like when Wayne Rooney had that game at Wembley for his send-off.
What managers come in and as a set manager, what managers come into England and actually said, you know what, I'm just going to pick a bunch of the players that I think are decent, that have played a good season this season?
No, look, you're right.
How many managers have?
You're right about that. No manager ever, even Sven, Capello, ever goes purely on form. Even Southgate, who said openly he was going to go on form and give people a fresh start. He did that in 2018, and slowly as time went on, he didn't do that, and he relied on people that, Trippier, for example, Carl Walker at points, Phil Foden. But even Jordan Henderson is
even Conor Cody for morale in the team.
Exactly that. But Jordan Henderson, he's not Steven Gerrard. He hasn't even got that kind of mercurial quality about him.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm looking at the squad now and thinking, okay, maybe there's a few players in there that's inexperienced. So you've got someone like Jordan Henderson around the England setup who's going to help the younger generation get bedded in. But I'm looking at the midfield. It's still the same. Eze, Palmer, Bellingham, Rice, Rodgers, Jones. These guys they don't need help. They've been in and around international setup. So him bringing in Henderson, I don't even see any beneficiary from it. I don't understand.
I think it just makes him look good and getting in people because he's captain. I know you say he's not.
Why
Gerrard,
does it make him look good if he brings Jordan Henderson in?
Yeah,
Because the change, the transition.
It makes him controversial already.
No, it makes him controversial, but
He's got an 18-month contract. What you're saying
he's going
is,
to be there for longer than
if he was let's say he was Eddie Howe, or he was a young England manager, managing, he's got a 3-tournament contract.
Yeah.
He brings in Jordan Henderson just to smooth over the transition.
Yeah.
But he's got an 18-month contract. He's got no time to messing around with
Yeah, I know.
Jordan Henderson in the Dutch league. He's nearly 40 years old. He didn't even start.
Yeah, I agree.
He didn't even go to the last tournament. Why is Jordan Henderson in the squad? It's a disgrace.
Well, especially when you've got I think possibly because Adam Wharton's only just come back, but Adam Wharton will obviously facilitate his position. And
100%.
Adam Wharton is a massive player in that Crystal
I'll
Palace.
pull my hair out. If you don't go, I'll pull my hair out. Serious.
Especially over Henderson.
What about Kyle Walker then? He's had a shocking season. I think he's picked up form from what I've seen at AC Milan. But that's another one. Look, I think there's a few more injuries in that position.
He's one of the experienced players that you could say that has been quality for a long time. Obviously, he's not been great for the last season and a half. But he is, again, one of the more experienced players. And he can also play in the Tuchel system where he plays a 5 at the back where he might play right centre-back. It's flexible. James is also of that kind of player. That's why Reece James...
I don't get the Reece James hate. I saw Michael Dawson on Sky Sports saying, why is Reece James in the squad?
Yeah, that's
because
crazy.
he's fit, and when he plays, he's one of the best right backs. Not in the Premier League, in world football.
Yeah, definitely.
And especially alluded to what Sean just said, obviously Tuchel's formation is a back three. So if you've got someone like Kyle Walker in the back three and you've got Reece James on the right-hand side supporting him, that's a strong right-hand side.
Yeah, I don't...
What availability have we had as a right centre-half anyway? If we play a back four... Who is available? And this is why Quansah's in the team. This is why Quansah has probably been called up, because how many right centre-halves do we actually have? Because you can name Jared Branthwaite, left centre-back. Levi Colwill, left centre-back. Mark Guehi, left centre-back. Who are the right centre-backs that fit into
I don't mind
John
Quansah.
Stones.
I know he's not started since the start of the season for Liverpool. Look, John Stones is injured. There's a few injury concerns. So you can't just slag off Tuchel because it's a very early squad. I think you can for Jordan Henderson. I think you can for Kyle Walker, not for James. Quansah, I don't mind it because I think he could. There's a chance he's the future of any England side for the next 3 or 4 tournaments.
Yeah,
he's that good.
He's in and around. Obviously, he's with Liverpool, so he's got experience, and obviously he's been trusted to come in certain games. Obviously, they're winning games.
Yeah.
He's still getting that experience.
Yeah.
So Quansah being there is not a problem. He's there for the future. But when you got players like Dan Burn,
So what's the Dan Burn thing?
I don't get it.
Because what Sean's saying, we got a lot of cover on the left-hand side, rightly so.
Yeah.
So why is Dan Burn in there?
Has he got him there as backup for left back?
Has to be.
It's got to be for left back. His
pulling
best
my hair
quality
out,
as
mate.
well with being able to play left back.
Do you think he's probably picked Dan Burn on the strength of that Hall is out for the rest of the season? Because I don't think if Hall is fit, and I don't think Dan Burn goes.
Yeah, of course not.
So obviously he's probably looking at-
Chilwell, Shaw,
Yeah.
it's mixed.
But
I don't want to slag off
but-
Dan Burn, but it's like he's 32 years old. He was
not
playing at Yeovil Town a few years ago. I know it's a great ringing endorsement for the Football League, but he's at the wrong age. Is he going to be starting for England at the World Cup?
no.
He ain't, but he's there to facilitate for now, innit? We've got our injuries. We have to deal with what we have.
Yeah, I get that,
And
maybe.
our defence, when you've look at England's defence, look at the names who we have to name who will be our starting back four. We ain't Saliba level, Gabriel level for our nations. Like, we got Mark Guehi, who's our best centre half.
Stones, if he can continue, he's got
But
bad
then
injury
even
record.
Stones is like, he's hardly
Pickford.
played this year.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you're looking at the back four. Mark Guehi is arguably England's best centre half.
Yeah,
And it's not I'm not downplaying.
He's not world class.
He's not world class.
But a back three of Stones, Guehi, and Kyle Walker, I'm not mad at it though.
Not Kyle Walker anymore.
Like he would be in the. So who
Maybe for a qualifier, I think you're right, but World Cup. If Kyle Walker, Dan Burn, any of these guys, Jordan Henderson in the World Cup opening game.
So we're looking at somebody possibly coming in like a Ben White. He could play in the back three.
Yeah, Ben White.
Ben White has to surely be called up now.
Yeah, I
Because
think
he can play right.
he's got an
centre-back.
injury concern, hasn't he? That's why he's not in the squad.
Yeah.
He's made himself available, to be fair.
Yeah,
to him.
thank God he's available.
He said he's available to come back into the squad now. But obviously he's just come back from injury. We're still nursing him and bringing him.
I don't want to be too negative. It's his first squad. If you look at Sven's first squad, Capello's first squad, it changes going into the World Cup. It's always going to change. But there's a few in there you just think, what are you doing, mate?
By the
What are you
time it
doing?
comes down to the World Cup, I'll be very surprised if Ben White is not partnering with Mark Guehi.
Yeah. In a back five with John Stones.
Yeah, even arguably in a back four.
Do you think we need... I think we need a back five. I still think
No,
we need
I'm
a
not saying
back
that
five.
we... Yeah, listen, the way we are, we probably do need a back five. That, like, with the quality, like I said, at the back. But if we did play a back four, I wouldn't be surprised if it's just Ben White and Ben White and Guehi.
Guehi. I think he'll put Stones in there if Stones is still.
If he's
just for experience,
yeah,
because it's international football. It's more slower. It's a slower pace than obviously the Premier League and Champions League.
I think that's going to be one of the arguments we're going to have once it gets to that stage. It's like, oh, should we play John Stones or should we play Ben White?
Yeah, but Ben White right back. I don't mind him at right back or Reece James.
all right back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Livramento
Because we're going to
coming
play
in.
Reece James at right back or Trent anyway. So it's,
Lewis Hall could come in.
yeah.
It's interesting. I just think it's a weird time to give Tuchel an 18-month contract, a guy that's got no interest in the long-term prospects of England, young players coming through, and he's swinging a bat, and he's swinging a bat for one tournament, see how far he can go. He's got no vested interest in the future of England, and that's the concern. He's German.
So you think he's just going to bounce back into the league?
But when I say that, it's not like a national thing, because he's a fantastic. It doesn't matter. He's a fantastic manager. I don't care. Like, my favorite manager of all time is Mancini. He's Italian. He beat us in the final. I love Mancini.
Yeah.
But it's like Kenny Dalglish managing Man United. Do you know what I mean? It's like Arsene Wenger managing Tottenham. I think it is anyway. I think it's just like it creates a tension. As soon as if he struggles in the first game, it's 0-0 against Algeria in the first group game of the World Cup. The tension on him is going to be way bigger than it would have been for Eddie Howe. And that translates to the players.
But he shows passion. Tuchel will show passion.
He's a winner as well. I like him.
He's a winner.
I like him a lot.
And it doesn't matter if he's a manager of England. I think he'll show as much passion for wanting to get a win out of a game than anything. Even if he was playing Germany, he would be passionate enough to want to win a game. I know you're looking at me like that, Booth, but
if it was England-Germany in the World Cup final.
I've seen what Tuchel is like on the touchline. This is why.
He's been there. He's seen it.
I've been here. And when we got rid of Tuchel, I made that TikTok. I said, it's the worst decision we've ever made in football.
And that's when it went downhill.
And that's when it went downhill. A signing Potter and changing that project. I saw this coming.
Potter after Tuchel.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Potter after Tuchel.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That is a rebound, isn't it? That's after a major relationship and you rebound.
He's a proper manager.
Some go at Prism.
He's seriously. I don't know how.
Tuchel to Potter.
Tuchel to Potter. But how has he gone to England? Like, I thought it was a step down. For him to go to England, I'm like, you're such a great coach.
Just sticking on the England subject, can we just give a bit of praise to Marcus Rashford? Do you think he deserves to be in there? Obviously, of his loan spell at Aston Villa. He's had a good season so far, from January onwards. Obviously, Manchester United prior before that ain't been great, but he's got a call up. He's back in the squad. I personally think that he should have went last year on the left-hand side.
He deserves it.
Yeah, I think he deserves it. He's showing glimpses of old Rashford. He looks happy again. On that left-hand side, anyway. Not our striker, but...
In the squad, yeah, but... I don't know.
So you wouldn't bring him, Sean? Going off what you've seen so far?
I'd have to look at the numbers, but we've got such an amount of forwards that we can choose from.
If everyone's fit, he doesn't go though, does he? If everyone's fit.
Yeah.
It's different now because it's a new manager, there's a few injuries, it's mid-season. If the World Cup was tomorrow, he doesn't get in the 26, does he?
I think he does.
Would you pick him over Hudson-Odoi?
Yes, on the left-hand side.
I'm
just going on left-hand side.
I would.
Because he's a left winger.
It's
him and Gordon. On the left-hand side is frightening.
There's still things Hudson-Odoi I don't like about Hudson-Odoi. Still certain things to his game. Heavy touch here and there, misplaces a few passes. Rashford's like that, but Rashford's got more pace.
Yeah.
And he's a better finisher than Hudson-Odoi.
But then you've still got Jack on the left.
Who? Jack Grealish?
Yeah.
No.
He won't be anywhere near that, I don't think.
Why?
It's tournament football. You need pacey wingers for tournament football. There's no time for build-up. It's not that type of game. It's counter-attacking football. Obviously, going to be games where you're going to have to take control of the game and build up play. Yes. But international football is about fast attacking football.
Do you think
that's
it's
how you break
fast?
down teams? Not the game, not the pace of the actual game. And international football is fast. But I'm saying the way how you break down teams, like going down the wing. Look,
little moments of pace.
Yeah,
little isolating, like what Spain
Williams,
did to us.
Yamal. All these fast wingers on
what Watkins did to break away against the Dutch, have that little finish, just little moments of pace and little moments of intensity.
Yeah, but it's the style of what you want from your wingers. That's what it sounds like. Because
in the back, a back three because you've been there with Tuchel.
Yeah.
Obviously, when you're with a back three, when you attack with your wing backs and your wingers, right?
Yeah.
You don't build up play with a back three really and truly. You kind of soak up pressure to some extent.
Yeah, the forwards you're going to have are going to be more inside forwards.
Which is Rashford.
It's going to be, you're going to want someone to be able to turn on the half spaces and hit a ball straight away. So they're the kind of Fodens you want. The Palmers you want.
Grealish should be in the middle for me, if anything. He goes as a midfielder, as a great midfield.
I don't know. He doesn't start there for City. He tried it this season. He's not. He couldn't play in midfield, so it just didn't work. I don't think he goes the way it's going for him. Unless he gets a mad move in the summer and he starts playing 35
you not just
games.
Think that's just because he doesn't get given the opportunity?
I think. Look, I'm never going to slag him off because injuries. I think if he's had a few injuries this season. It's not like he's been available for 50 games and he's been poor for 50 games. But when he has played, I don't know. He was good against Real Madrid for about 20 minutes, got injured. I don't know. I just don't think he starts for England. I want him to. I think he's more than good enough. But you need those kind of players in international football.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah, like you said, it's touch and go for Jack Grealish now because, like I said, if anything, he goes into the midfield. But now we've got players, robust players, box-to-box players like Morgan Rogers, who's knocking on the door and saying and looking at players like Jack Grealish, I'm here to take your place because he's doing it week in, week out for a lesser team in the Champions League and the Premier League for Aston Villa.
I would say Morgan is much more warranted on the call-up for England than Marcus Rashford.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
but they're not playing in the same
Obviously
position.
not same position, but I'm saying in terms of warranting, like that's the kind of level of performance for club that I would say someone of Morgan Rogers' standard that hasn't been in the England squad that should be breaking into the England squad, that level of consistency and then performances.
Let me ask you a quick question. Let me flip it then. Obviously, we've got one more season until the actual World Cup.
Yeah.
Morgan Rogers doesn't have the season that he has this season, next season. Do you still bring him on the back of this season knowing that he can bring out those performances?
I don't... It's like I said, it's based on the availability for the amount of players we can bring.
Okay.
Because the forwards that we have, but in terms of central areas, I think they would bring him because I don't think we've got that many central kind of attacking midfielders available. We've got loads of wingers.
Yeah.
But in terms of those kind of central areas,
He's like a like for Bellingham. Bellingham better.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, but it's
kind
like
of, yeah.
attacking,
he is
very similar.
box crashing midfielder, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Very
think
similar.
if everyone's fit, is Gibbs White even touching the side though? Let's be real.
Yeah, but he's had a good
Let's
season.
be real. Like
I love
say
the way
Buvey
no,
doesn't
no,
make
we
it.
talk. I like these guys, but these guys, he's not taking England to win the World Cup, is he? And same with Eze, same with James Maddison, all these marginal players, man. It's going to be Bellingham, Declan Rice, and who's the other one?
Morgan Rogers is massively underrated, though.
Yeah, I'm not. I think Morgan Rogers got more of a shout because he's playing the
because
Champions
he
League.
does things so
We're
quickly.
talking about Eze every week,
fast.
and I don't
He's
know.
good, man.
He is the epitome of.
There's only
a
one
top
spot, is what I'm
professional
saying.
now.
In any formation, it's basically three midfielders. There's only one spot. There's only one because Rice has to play.
Yeah.
Bellingham-
I think Adam Wharton has to play, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, that's what
So
it will
Gibbs
be.
White.
It will be like a Rice, Wharton, Bellingham midfield because of the way we play Bellingham.
Kobe's not going to
Kobe Mainoo will
He
be.
might do. He has to improve massively next
Yeah.
season.
So is that
Foden. There's no space for Foden. Palmer. Where does Palmer play? He has to play number 10. Can't have shove Palmer right wing.
But then we're going to have to try and find a.
Suddenly Gibbs White is first or second or
But then
third sub.
Will they ever put Bellingham back into a centre midfield with just Declan Rice? Or are they just going to let him hang out to just play in that advanced 8 role and just sitting around, pick up the pieces?
yeah?
Because I don't like that with Bellingham. I prefer him to get on the ball. But they've done
Yeah,
that
yeah,
with Real
yeah,
Madrid.
yeah.
Ever since Real Madrid stuck him up front,
Yeah, I know.
it's like the narrative has changed from
Yeah, he's a
Bellingham.
striker. Yeah, he's like
Now he's a striker.
He's like a
Where
shadow striker.
The previous tournament, we had Rice and Bellingham playing alongside each other. So why can't we now go and replicate that again
Yeah.
and play Rice and Bellingham together
I said
and let
that.
Palmer
I think
go in
Rice,
there?
Adam
Foden
Wharton,
go in
and
there.
I don't know. It'd be so open, wouldn't it? Bellingham, Rice, and Palmer. That'd
Have
be
Rice
open.
Why
in
is
the
it
six.
open though? But Bellingham's not a crap midfielder.
No, he's not,
Bellingham
he's not,
can
but-
work.
Yeah, he's a workhorse.
Like he's a worker.
But there's no one from deep controlling the midfield, and England have had that issue
But
for
Bellingham
30,
will be.
40 years.
Bellingham
He
will
doesn't.
be
He
like
can't, Bellingham can't control a
Press
football match.
resistant.
Of course he can.
Oh,
he
come
can.
on, Boo.
If it's Buvey, you're telling me
can.
he can't
He can.
control the
I wa-
midfield when you got someone like the
I
back end of Declan Rice
watched the
in
final.
six.
Did you not watch the final of the Euros? We couldn't touch the ball when he
How-
was playing.
That's because we chose to just
the
sit
the
there.
profile of midfield that Spain had in that final, that Italy had against us with Pirlo in midfield, Jorginho in midfield throughout the last few years. England, that's Adam Wharton. That isn't Jude Bellingham, is it? Jude Bellingham can't control a game of football like that, like those guys.
Jude
Like
is-
Rodri, like Zubamendi. They're different players.
Jude is very
of
good in
course.
transitions. He can carry the ball. He can
Yeah,
break
he's
the
fine,
line.
but he's not. He can't control a football match, side to side, dictate play. He can't orchestrate a midfield, and that's why England can't win a tournament. That's why England lost to Spain.
I thought we
Didn't
played
touch
a
the
lot
ball.
better when he played together alongside Declan Rice.
What's that?
I think
a
it's
lot-
all about Adam Wharton
You
again.
got to
It's
remember,
like-
we struck Booze. We were going out, mate, to Slovakia. Was it Slovakia?
Yeah, Bellingham scoring an individual brilliant goal. It's
But
like
we needed
Frank
that.
Lampard can control a game of football. He's not an orchestrator like Rodri, is he? He's not.
No, he's not a Rodri.
He's
but
not a Xavi, an Iniesta.
But there's different types of you can play Rodri by himself in that midfield and have two advanced eights in front of him.
Yeah.
We don't have that with Declan Rice
But
being able to
Rodri got
build
injured
up
for
play.
Spain, and then Zubamendi came on. England's version of Zubamendi or Rodri is Adam Wharton and no one else. There's no one else in that squad like it. Rice can't control a game of football in the same way. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's like there's
I
the
know what you're
profile
saying, but-
midfielder that we don't have. The only player that we have that can control a game like that That's why Real Madrid want him at such a tender age, is Adam Wharton.
I just think
Bellingham's box to box, like a little bit like Frank Lampard, someone like that.
But
and Rice is...
Don't you think that's a good combination to have, though? Like, at least then you've got Jude. Because Jude's going to work as well. Like, he will make challenges. He flies into challenges.
No, he has to
breaks
start.
up
He has to
play.
start.
Yeah,
but we've got no one in midfield who can
but I'm
control the
saying
game.
as in having someone like Palmer in front of him or Foden in front of him. I think that works.
Yeah, I think that works as well.
It just allows him to be able to pop the ball off where we don't have to do this dictating stuff.
No, I know, but...
Just attack people
No, I know.
constantly.
But
Get the ball, fizz it into a person and just put the ball out wide.
But England lost to Spain because couldn't control the game of football.
Yeah, but
You can't just
But
sit there.
Spain are one of the
Guys,
you're
they've got
looking at one of the best
technicians.
players.
Yeah.
Come on, some of the best technicians in the world.
Obviously, I'm not expecting Scotland to control a game of football against Spain or Cyprus. But this is England. Like all these players are playing for Pep Guardiola at Man City. A lot of them. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like John Stones can control a game of football from centre back position.
I
The
feel
reason England lost to Spain was because we had 25% possession, 30% hitting Spain on the counter attack. It's not conducive to winning a football tournament.
It's not. But it's they treated it as a one-off game tactic and thinking, can we get through this game playing the way we did? But like I said, can we play? Can we control a game with 3 at the back? We can. But the ball will just be knocking from side to side.
Yeah.
It will just be in terms of.
But that's what Spain did in 2010. That's what
It's passive
boring.
control. It's
It's
not productive.
The hell was that? Sorry, people. Yeah, the game's kicked off in the second half.
Yeah,
England's
But
more
England
interested
talk,
than
yeah.
this.
No, of course.
Dan
Just
Burn at left
in the
back.
stream, no. But yeah, it's we got a year to go from there, so we'll just concentrate on.
Just to get your hopes up, lads. Honestly, I don't know what we're doing. Dan Burn. You must be the first player to play for Yeovil Town to play for England. It must be the first player. Someone in the comments let me know. Producer Jack, I don't know. Yeovil Town to England.
well, Jamie
Yeovil.
Vardy, isn't it?
Vardy never played for Yeovil.
No, but I'm saying
Oh,
it's in the
non-league.
level. Like he's gone lower than that,
Oh, yeah.
and he's been able to play for England.
Yeah.
Bring Vardy back. Good chance of might win it.
He's had how many caps does Vardy have?
50?
No, for England.
50? 40?
50. Vardy.
Wow.
40?
Still got around 50.
You know, you rack up a lot of caps with qualifying and friendlies and,
friendlies,
stuff like that.
you're right. Yeah.
Like, a lot of dead players.
How many caps does he have?
Who? Oh, is it a quiz? Would I know who it is? Yeovil Town. And he played for England. Oh, that's a great shout.
Yeovil Town.
Do you want to know the number of caps he had?
Yeah.
13
Had
caps.
13 caps.
Oh, this is so difficult. Yeovil
Oh,
Town.
that's hard, man. 13
Yeovil
caps.
Town. What position? I think it's going to be a position, Vi.
He's a winger.
Winger. Okay.
Oh, that's hard.
Still playing now.
He's still playing.
now.
Jermaine Pennant?
No.
No.
Like someone like not. I was going to say Jordan Ive or something like that, but not like that. But
Still playing now.
that
That means he's
he must be young.
Touch.
he can't be that well.
This is a great. If someone in the comments knows this, gold star for you lot. Honestly,
Gold
Yeovil Town winger.
Wikipedia is too easy to find.
Is it like
Google
Stuart
it.
Downing? Nah.
Still playing now.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
Still playing.
playing now, winger.
Oh, this is such a good question.
Plays in Turkey now, to be specific.
Oh, not Redmond.
Zaha.
No,
No.
no.
Turkey. Who's English that plays?
I actually know it is as well. I just can't remember his name.
English and Turkey.
Turkey is a big clue as well.
Yeah, that's a massive clue.
No, but like for a different reason.
Oh,
No, no
what, for
idea.
his hair?
Yep.
Oh, he was bald.
Hair transplant.
No,
Hair
he's,
transplant. Big time hair transplant.
oh. Who is it? I don't know.
Andros Townsend.
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 Play for Yeovil Town. Wow.
Hair transplant, yeah.
Wow.
Damn, how can we not get that?
I can't believe it. Lads, give me some info about your sides. What's going on, man?
don't
Second
know
half,
what's going on.
7 minutes in now.
Whistle could blow now.
I'm
I'll take this result 1-0.
all right with the 1-0 loss, I'll be honest.
No, you're not, Sean. Come on. I've heard you.
I'm not.
I've heard you on the spaces, man.
Yeah, I need a draw. I need at least a draw today. We need points. We're desperate for points.
Nah.
This is great for Man City, this result. Great for City.
We're
Why?
desperate for points.
If anything, you want to draw, Buvey.
No.
Because
It's over now. Trying to chase you is over. I don't mind where
it's
you
not about
finish.
being over, but you just don't want to
But
just.
we don't want Chelsea getting points here because
Yeah, but you
if
still want
City
to try
lose
and make
next
it
week,
respectable, though, innit? You still want to try to close the gap on Arsenal. Doesn't make it.
I think that could happen anyway. But I think Chelsea, honestly, we want Chelsea to be like scrapping for 6th, 7th, maybe if they fall off. If they move away from City in the next few weeks, it puts massive pressure on City. Massive pressure.
Surely you want to draw, though. I understand what
I
you're saying.
want a 3-0 Arsenal win, to be honest. 2-0, 3-0. I want some goals.
So you're
I've been watching these sides for the last 52 minutes. I'm never going to get that time back.
neither am I.
Life's short.
That's
innit,
my
man?
team playing.
Life's short, you know what I mean?
Oh god, this just shows me how much Arsenal actually need an attacker, man. It's so sad. Like, we need to really get it over the line.
I think a
next
couple.
season,
I think Martinelli's out the door. Trossard. I don't get these
there was
guys.
talks about us selling Martinelli because
Where would he go? What's his level?
Find him. Find him.
I
Play
think he
him.
could go to the Italian league. You know,
Play him.
I think he'd be great at the Italian league. Great challenge. Timber has been.
How's Neto not played him in there? That is
He
crazy.
had so long to play him in.
Oh no, he's gonna go for him.
Hits him.
It's gonna go right for him. I know.
Mate, you could have. Who was it? Who was he trying to play in?
Was that Sancho on the overlap?
Sancho. Might have been Sancho on the overlap, yeah.
Martinelli, great player. I think we could get at least 50 million for Martinelli.
50?
Yeah,
No.
45 million pounds. 100%.
Good ball.
Martinelli's only 23.
Come on,
50
Enzo.
mil.
So how much is Martinelli now?
Oh.
Didn't touch him. He didn't even touch him.
Didn't touch him.
He didn't even touch him, Sean. He backed out the challenge.
Miles, you sure you don't need glasses?
No, I don't. All right, let's see. There's no form of. Oh no, he's in my FPL.
Stephen Corker.
No contact whatsoever. Absolutely
went
none.
right
Did you
through.
see that? Absolutely right for it.
Gabriel, you've done me with the cards.
It's only 1 point.
Oh, I need
You got a cleanie. You need
How
it.
much points I've made this week?
Mate, you need to see mine, mate.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I'm struggling.
terrible.
My dad's on like 70. He's top of my league.
Yeah, your dad knows.
40 people
Yeah, he
in
knows.
my league.
He knows ball.
He knows he knows
serious.
more than me, I'll tell you that one.
Wow, is that George Graham? Wow.
George Graham, legend.
Mate, I don't see much of him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's
There's some players that just keep they keep out of the limelight, don't they? Or managers or whatever.
he's a legend though.
Mm.
Legend for Arsenal, man.
Managed Spurs as well, didn't he?
Yeah,
Look at that
he
for
did.
points.
13.
13 points. That's shocking from you, man.
Awful.
That's shocking, man.
How's your what's your bet looking like so far? Your Sky bet, your free Sky bet.
No, but that's for the Liverpool game.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh, yes, Liverpool,
nothing
yeah.
on this game.
No. It was just if you place it on the Liverpool game.
I put a cheeky bet on this game. You know.
Look at that for the wild card from my dad. 67.
Yeah, he's had a blinder there. He's paid in Buemo.
One of my
What
friends
was it?
said like there was 13 goals in the games yesterday,
Yeah.
and my dad had 11 goal contributions out of the
Oh,
13.
God.
That's outrageous.
I've had a
Well,
stink.
at the stage.
I can't believe Brentford beat Bournemouth.
Look what he's on, 1974.
Wow.
That's crazy.
He'd be clearing our league. We're
Flying.
in the 1800s. Oh, we're in now. Oh no. This game, come on, Arsenal. If we score one more goal, Chelsea's out of it. They still feel like they're in this game, man.
These guys are shit.
Come on.
The quality of football on
Yeah,
display
it's
today has been
embarrassing,
awful.
man.
Own goal.
And you know, yesterday I needed something to watch yesterday. Saturday night Premier League football. Bournemouth fucking Brentford.
That was a good
Go on,
game.
Cuckoo.
That's two good teams.
Mate, you watched that? Be honest.
I did watch it. It weren't the worst game.
No, I'm
Brentford versus Bournemouth is a good
I'm
game.
not slagging them off, but it's not real It's not real Premier League football, is it?
Of course it is.
It's not, man.
Oh,
Bournemouth.
man.
Bournemouth.
Well, let's just take
Bournemouth
it like
was
this.
good, man.
We wouldn't have been able to watch that maybe 10 years ago. But now it actually is a decent watch.
That's a big
Decent
game.
picture now.
They're both
Game.
top 10 sides, aren't they?
Game.
I
Bournemouth
can't
and
believe. I think the Premier League's in a real.
When you
Once
say
Man
it back
City.
to yourself, it sounds horrible.
I know.
Bournemouth and Brentford is top 10.
Grim.
Top 10.
Fulham. Brighton.
Do you know we've got no one to come off the bench here? Like,
No.
C-Tech Saka is not changing up.
Who's C-Tech Saka?
Tyreek George.
Harry George, they got.
I can't even call him B-Tech.
I've never heard of
They've
him.
got like a
Tyreek George.
It's like a little Saka.
He looks like Saka a bit.
Yeah,
Never heard of him.
yeah.
But
Probably
plays
might
nowhere
seem to-
near like him.
Nowhere near.
Nowhere near. That's why I call him C-Tech, because he's not even good enough to be
That's
called
nasty
B-Tech.
from you. He's one of your players.
Yeah, I'm not.
You got to gas these guys up, man.
No,
Yeah, you
I'm not
better.
gassing them up.
If you start believing, then maybe
No.
something will change.
I'm not-
Sean, mate. Come
No.
on.
Let me see
I'm
what-
I was going to call you
always.
Sugar Sean. Come on.
Sugar Sean.
Where's the sugar come from?
Where's the sugar? Because I back in the days when I used to watch the UFC with the boys, I was a big fan of the Sugar Sean when he first came and made his debut.
Ah, I thought it was like a cup of tea thing, like you had 12 sugars or something like that.
Boy, I look like I've had 12.
I don't have any sugar in my tea. I don't like sugar in tea, man. I think it's a bit overrated.
What, sugar and tea?
Yeah.
Sugar and
Just
tea.
have the
I've-
tea bag and that's it.
Yeah, a bit of milk. I don't have straight tea.
bit
do
of
I?
milk.
Fucking,
Hey,
I'm
Buvey,
not,
you're a
I'm not
villain,
a
man.
psychopath.
Jesus, that's psychopathic. Go on.
Oh,
Go on. Go on.
That's crap.
I just
though.
looked at our
Do you
bet.
have sugar and-
Strike a ball back
do you have
for you.
sugar and coffee.
I don't drink coffee.
Oh, you don't drink
I
coffee?
Just
No
tea.
coffee between both of you?
Nah.
Nah.
One off.
Yeah,
One to the
no.
blue moon.
You're missing out.
Even this week, I've been in the pub Tuesday to Friday. I don't drink alcohol.
You were in the pub. Oh, right. What? Oh, fair play.
watching
fair play.
watching Cheltenham.
Oh, yeah.
Literally all week, Tuesday to Friday, 1 p.m. till 6 p.m.
Any winners?
Funny enough, I broke even, and I was glad I broke even because, boy, the amount of odds-on shots that killed everyone, Constitution Hill and
Yeah,
all them,
Constitution Hill, wasn't it? Yeah.
Galloping Deschamps and Marlborough and
Completely lost.
John Bon.
Have no idea. No idea. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Eeny, meeny,
Just
miny,
random,
mo.
innit? It's like it's
Eeny, meeny,
random.
miny,
Yeah,
mo.
It's like the little machine at the arcade with the
no
horses.
idea.
It's just a random thing.
Yeah.
Innit? It's a
How
little.
No, I read form.
My thing is, it's like, how do you even bet on horses? What do you go on?
You read form.
I got a mate. He got sent a PDF, like that 1,000-word document of all the horses, yeah, and none of them won.
It doesn't. Well,
Like that
I had a couple of
paragraph,
winners.
right, talking about his hooves and his diet and all this
His
shit.
hooves are
Yeah, but does
Serious.
that really take?
No,
really take that
it
into
matters
consideration?
about the ground that they run on, the prep for them, how much money they cost, the breeding.
Yeah, but respectfully, it's a horse, Sean.
Yeah, I know, but you see,
Because he's gonna, if he doesn't
but
want to turn up,
horses run consistent. Yeah, but some of them don't turn up. That's what I'm saying. But the horses at Cheltenham, they are normally consistent in the way that they run to their standards. So
Yeah, but if he turns up, if he wakes up today and say, I don't like my jockey today, get off my back, bang, it's game over for everybody.
But I was just lucky that I caught a couple 7-to-1s, 4-to-1 shots that caught me break even because the big bets that I had on all the favourites got killed.
Oh,
Is that
save
behind
from
the line?
Sanchez.
Is that behind the line?
That's Moreno,
no.
That's Mikel Moreno. No, that's not. That's Mikel Moreno. He's doing it again.
Yeah.
I think with him, it's just get it on target. So you
that
say fair play, don't you?
He's actually got a good strike.
Yeah, he got it on target. Good save from Sanchez. Straight
Come
at
on,
him.
side.
Another pat of his saves.
He flapped it back, yeah.
Come on, Enzo. What can you do?
Here we
Find
go.
someone. Yeah.
Oh, these guys are fucking shit, mate. Honestly, mate. Yeah.
Well done. He saved the ball.
Honestly,
He's in.
mate.
Why have they turned off?
Everyone turned off to a second there. That's a foul, ref.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You're not going to give me anything?
Go on, Reese. Go on. What can you do now? Find it. Go on. Good touch.
Someone could touch hit his shoulder, hit his heel.
He's
He didn't.
I think
he meant
Sean's
that.
right about his pace. He ain't got pace, this guy.
Yes,
he get
yes.
bullied here.
Good tackle.
He got the ball.
Gabriel Saliba.
What- Who should I tune into tonight then from the Chelsea lot on YouTube? Who's the good? Like I say, when Arsenal lose, ASTV and chill. Who's the Chelsea one? Is there a Chelsea fan channel you'd recommend?
No, I don't watch any of them.
No.
I think they all chat rubbish,
You can watch Matisse though.
including Rory. No, I'm joking.
You can watch
Nah,
Matisse. Matisse is class.
I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of the fans representing Chelsea online at the moment have been a bit. They gaslight certain things.
Yeah.
Some of them are super negative, where I think they shouldn't be super negative, but at the same time, some of them are. They've got their agendas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't like the Chelsea fans with their agendas at the moment. Just-
But maybe this is your time to start up your channel. Sugar Sean Speaks.
Yeah, come on, man. You got to start your channel.
I
Sugar
know I
Sean
should be
Speaks
putting a lot
Chelsea.
more content.
Do a
out.
little video here. Do a little video here when we finish.
As of next season,
100%.
Sean, even if you want to start now, but next season, every week you need to put out some form of content regarding Chelsea or football every
Yeah.
week. Consistently. You
I have to put out more content.
Yeah, you have to, Sean. This is
Because
it.
I'm not agenda driven from my club. I know what I think we need to win, like to be successful, and I don't care. I didn't like Enzo when he first come. I didn't think he was a good enough signing. I think the form that we bought him off of 30 games, less than 30 professional games,
World
or
Cup.
60 professional games.
World Cup, yeah.
It's a World Cup performance. I thought it was just poor, like in the way that we recruited. Like,
But there's fans that believe in and believe in what you're saying and agree with you. So this is why you need to
Yeah.
start your channel, Sugar Sean.
Come on, Sean. You've already got your channel, haven't you?
I have, but I haven't uploaded for a long time. I
Get
used
it
to go
going.
because I go to the games and
Yeah.
Even better.
Come on,
Frank,
Sean.
Straight after the game.
yeah, I know.
People
but
love those ones. 'Cause
getting
You're
it,
there.
getting,
you're
it,
getting-
getting it edited before 9 p.m, 10 p.m. By the time I've left the ground, Rory's already uploaded. Rory's already uploaded.
There's loads of room in the space. There's load of
No, yeah.
Arsenal fans. There's about 55 Arsenal
Yeah,
fan
there's-
channels.
There's too many.
Seriously.
Yeah.
There's too many. Yeah,
I like-
there's not a lot of Chelsea, like you said. There's not.
I used to love tuning in at like 11 o'clock at night when all the videos were uploaded on Arsenal Fan TV.
Yeah, I love
and
it.
seeing their demise. But no one tunes in anymore because Arsenal have been good for the last couple of years.
Yeah, that's true. I always tune into a certain Arsenal fan for all 4.5 hours that he's live every day. It's getting juicy this week. Have you seen it this week? I'm not bringing up what's happened this week.
He's such a
Have you,
wide
seen, have you seen what's happened this week?
Nah.
I'm not saying it on stream. I'm not saying it on stream. I'm not saying it, Jack. I'm not saying it. I've just seen some mad shit on. Seriously.
Oh, God.
Oh, good. Come on, Arsenal, man. Let's get another goal. Either Chelsea's going to score live in this game up, which I
We
don't
have
want
nothing
to happen.
to change the game.
But neither do we. We've got 5 defenders on the bench.
And we've got 2 goalkeepers on the bench.
We've got Neto on the bench, and we've got Ethan Waneri. That's the only attacker.
Nwaneri. I'd die for a Nwaneri to come off the bench for me right now.
Ranieri be their best player.
Yeah, I couldn't even
No
believe
joke.
he never started today.
You need to save him, don't you, every now and then?
He comes on, makes it 2-0 for you lot.
Yeah. I wouldn't bring him on.
I'm saying it now.
There's no point bringing him on.
Yep.
Oh, he has
Save
some
him.
form of influence on the goal. No, he might not even
Last
score.
15 minutes, he will be contributing to that goal, whether he scores or whether he assists.
Do you think Ranieri starts against Real Madrid? Would you start him against Real Madrid? I think,
No.
in my opinion, you start
Oh,
Wanyeri.
at home, yes.
Just the first game.
First game at home, I probably would, yes.
Yeah.
Because he's going to give us that. He's going to give us that magic.
So
that
what?
he does.
Right wing
Right wing. I'll start in right wing.
with Moreno down the middle.
Moreno down the middle.
Havertz isn't back by then.
No, Havertz ain't come back for the rest of the season.
Oh right, he's out. Fine.
Yeah,
And then Trossard on the left.
Trossard, yeah. And I'll rest.
Trossard, Wanyeri, and Marino against Real Madrid.
You set me up for that.
No, I'm not slagging you off, by the way. I'm just like,
set me
no,
up
no,
for
I'm not trying to wind you up.
You said
No, I know it sounds like a wind up, but you are a little bit unlucky with Havertz and Saka injured. That is,
And
it's not your fault. Yeah, it's
and
not your.
Jesus.
It's not your
Yeah.
fault.
And Jesus.
But,
But that's what we got. So,
And
yeah.
Odegaard, Rice, and
Odegaard, Rice, and Thomas Partey.
Partey. That's not bad.
Yeah. Go on. Bad pass.
Surprised he never patted that away.
Yeah, that's a bad pass.
Soft shot from Odegaard. Good tackle
good
as well.
tackle.
Got the ball. Got
Good
the ball.
tackle.
Got the ball.
Has he,
Keep playing.
Yeah, it has
Keep
to be a
playing.
yellow card if he's given the foul.
It's not yellow, is it?
That wasn't a yellow. He went for the
I thought
ball.
he got the ball.
You got a yellow for that. Jesus.
This guy, man. I can't stand this guy,
So
man.
many yellows in this game. That's so silly, man. Did you get a ball?
No.
You know what it is? It looks on TV, Sean. You know, when you're in
I'm
the
an
ground.
eye.
Yeah.
I'm a footballing eye, man.
Yeah, when you're on,
Footballing eye.
I'm a footballing eye, man. I see everything.
yeah, we're at the ground, it's different. It is. But watching games live, you know one thing about watching
Yeah.
games live, especially when your team's losing, time flies, Buvey.
Yeah.
Oh my
Time flies, doesn't it?
days,
Yeah.
bro. You're looking at the clock and like, geez, that's another attack gone. We ain't scored. You're just counting down. But Arsenal 1-0 up still, 65 minutes. Not too much happening in the second half. Sean, like you said, you've got nothing coming off the bench. Arsenal's got Ethan Nwaneri. Other than Arsenal making a mistake or a set piece, I don't see Chelsea getting back in this.
Oh, good fake.
I don't see.
It was unfortunate.
I don't know. I'll take this right now. It's a boring 1-0. I'll take it.
This is why I said to you.
George Graham, 1-0
It's a George Graham. Yeah.
to the Arsenal.
George Graham, 100%.
Yeah, I'll take
But
it.
that's why I said to you, I wouldn't be surprised if I saw a 0-0 because barring that set piece, just the cutthroat ability from you lot is poor and we're crap.
That looked offside.
Look at this, man.
I'm happy not talking about Chelsea for 6 months. I just think podcasts we
feel
do,
the same about
call-in
City.
show, we do the live stream. I don't want to look at these lot again. What we talking about here, Jack? What are we doing here, sat here? City and Chelsea, both in Club World Cup. I'm not here. I'm on holiday.
Yes.
I'm on holiday. That thing's a joke tournament. Miami's in it.
Into Miami.
Yeah, it's a joke tournament.
That'd be a good one though.
It's not.
Get to see
I don't think I'll be watching.
Messi, Flores.
I won't be watching it. I'll be in bed.
Speaking of Messi, Messi's Jamaican now, by the way.
Why?
He played in Jamaica.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, he played
He
in Jamaica.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw the
Yeah,
thing.
we've adopted him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
God, I'd love to meet Messi, man.
Messi Shatter. That's what I'm calling him now.
Messi, shut up. Look at this geezer, he's offside.
We've adopted Messi. Come on, man. This game. Give us something. Come on.
Do you lads see Dele Alli
Go on, Cooper.
Yes.
yesterday? Oh,
He got
sad.
red carded.
Go on.
So sad, wasn't it?
You see that, Sean?
Who?
Dele Alli, his first
No way.
professional professional debut coming back.
First game in 2 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
You didn't see that, Sean?
Carded in 10 minutes.
He nearly broke Loftus-Cheek's leg. Still on his calf, halfway up his calf.
Wow.
Nearly broke his leg. I think it was a red card.
Yeah.
But Carl Walker was protesting to the ref to stop him getting sent off because it was like, even though he obviously plays for AC Milan. But that was sad, man. He's got a
Yes.
1 game ban now. Hasn't played in 2 years.
Yes. But I'm sure he can live without one day. But it's not a good.
He
it's
needs
not a
all the
good
games
start,
he can
man.
get, surely.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He has to get back to form.
He's lucky enough to be playing at that standard, being out for the football he's been with.
Yeah, for real.
Why has he been out for 2 years?
He was
Is it just injuries?
injuries and obviously he's
Fitness?
he was
And mental.
mental. Yeah, he wasn't
Mental,
there.
yeah.
Wasn't there. Do you think he? But obviously, remember there was an interview earlier in the year, him saying that he's trying to make a late push for the World Cup.
2026. Yeah, I saw that on TikTok yesterday. I was just like, oh.
Came out of his mouth, Sean. He said it. He
Yeah,
said
that's crazy. I like that about him. At least he's striving for big things, but whether or not he gets there, I don't know.
I think even if he gets a friendly, it's an achievement.
I think it's one of the
He gets a
great.
call-up.
Yeah, if he gets any call up in the next 5 years, it's a major sporting
Amazing.
achievement that we've ever seen in football.
Amazing.
It's just weird though, because like when we look at Italy and we look at performances from players that are English, we had Tomori there having a great season, and he never got called up into the England squad.
They don't
won
rate
the
the
Scudetto.
They don't rate it.
He won it. Yeah.
One Scudetto, he didn't even get a call up.
They don't
So it's
rate it
like,
at all.
How can you? Even if he performs well, is he going to be able to? Because Loftus-Cheek's been. Remember, Loftus-Cheek had a good run, and he never even got a call up at any stage of England breaks.
He's not good enough, is he? He's Tomori. There's no centre backs, but he's never going to get in midfield, is he? Off his cheek.
Yeah.
Nah, no.
Do you know what I mean? It's a weird league to gauge. I think it's an entertaining league, but they don't win Champions Leagues.
I think
They don't win the highest level. It's Spain, Germany, and Italy, isn't it? Spain, Germany, England.
Inter are very good.
yeah,
They are a
They are a
very
good
good cup
side.
team, and they're a very good team.
Yeah, they got a good side of the draw as well.
Yeah, they're a dark horse. I personally think that something's telling me that Bayern Munich wins this Champions League, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
Bayern
no.
look.
No, something tells me that though.
Awful.
They battered Leverkusen.
I don't
They
think
lost to
they're awful.
Bochum last week, and they drew to who did they play yesterday? They let me down in my bet builder.
Yeah.
They drew to someone late on. The goalkeeper flapped it. It was horrible.
You got
Yeah,
that.
but that's
84th minute,
league
85th
form, though,
minute.
Sean.
I know, but they're just not good. Like they don't play great.
But the reason why I say that is because the draw that they're on is a kind. They're on the kind.
Yeah,
side
they're
of
on
the
a
draw.
better kind. Yeah, they're on a better side.
And Bayern Munich, I think they're semi-final specialists. I think they'll get to the
But
semi-final.
if they meet Barcelona, it's like, oh.
I think any like if they have to come across Barcelona, Inter,
I think they beat Inter Milan over 2 legs.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
any of you lot, I think they lose to all of them.
Bayern would beat Arsenal.
I think Bayern would be Arsenal. This Bayern.
Bayern would
I don't even
definitely-
think Bayern beat Arsenal.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, we got no attack.
100%. Yeah, but Arsenal have to get past Real Madrid.
Their defending is awful.
Arsenal won't meet Bayern
No
unless
attack.
they get to the Champions League final.
Look
I
at
know.
you defending right now.
I know.
We can't even score against you.
Oh, it's a foul, isn't it?
foul,
Foul, definitely foul.
Foul. Mate, who's that? Fofana?
Skelly. man.
Badashia? Come on.
Talks about Arteta came out earlier this week and said that they're actually grateful for Miles Lewis Skelly and Ethan Nwaneri because he saved the club money in 2 positions that he was thinking about
Yeah.
buying. And now he's saying there's positions that we
Yeah.
don't need to buy.
It's helped you out.
Especially with Ethan Nwaneri because everyone was saying we needed a replacement for Saka when Saka needs the rest.
Yeah.
So I think we've got that covered. Miles Lewis Skelly, I still think we need a left back, but he'll be in and around the squad that can play left back and he can play midfield. He's a midfielder. He's never played left back before playing professional football.
Yeah, I love Skelly, man. I think Nwaneri's a generational talent as well. I think he's fantastic.
You think he's got a high, like I asked you lot this question a couple of weeks ago. Let me ask Sean. Sean, who do you think's got a higher ceiling? Ethan Nwaneri or Miles Lewis Skelly?
Where do you see Miles Lewis Kelly playing in the future?
I think I could see him playing left back for Arsenal in the future.
I think he's a left back. That's the issue.
Well, this manager's here anyway.
Oh, I feel like they've both got a very similar level of ceiling. I think Nwaneri's talent definitely shows that he has a ceiling, and Lewis Skelly's ability shows that he's got a ceiling to be able to be a consistent top performer left back for club and country. I think they're very similar in terms of their ceiling.
I think
What world class ceiling? Can they be world class players? Like top 3 or 4 in their position?
My definition of world class is a lot different to everyone else's.
What one position? You're the best in the one position that you're in?
If you're talking about one of the better players in the world in their position, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Both of them have an ability to be able to do that.
Yeah. That's what I said. I'd say world class is 2 or 3 in that position.
I just think while Saka's here, I think Ethan Nwaneri's growth is going to be a bit stunted because unless we play him on the left,
Oh yeah, of course.
unless we play him in the left 8 or the right 8, him and Odegaard and Rice in the 6, but he's not. When Saka comes back and he's fit and firing, he's not going to be a starter for Arsenal on the right wing.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. If you're talking about ceiling in terms of also including the availability of certain players to be able to play,
Yeah,
then it's different because then it's Lewis Skelly because like you said, he's not going to get the game time out on the right where he'd rather be. So it would probably be.
but
Lewis
you
Skelly.
need like Buvey, you need the game time though to get the experience,
yeah.
and that's what makes you a better player. Obviously, you could be the best player in the world, but if you're not playing, obviously,
You don't want to shove him left wing.
yeah.
I think in midfield with Odegaard, when Arsenal struggle to break down sides, Odegaard and Nwaneri with Rice in the 6.
Yeah.
That looks decent to
That
me.
looks decent.
But in a big game, I think,
In a big game, I wouldn't do it though.
I don't know, Nwaneri, he's not far off Odegaard I in terms of the next couple of years. He might replace Odegaard.
Yeah, you could.
He's that good.
You could do. Yeah, you could do. You never know.
Maybe.
Who
Not
knows?
not right now, obviously,
It's a
but
free kick. Who was that?
oh, shit in it, man.
That's shocking. That's not going nowhere near. Get it all up
It's
and
like a
over the
pre-season
wall, man.
friendly, these lot, isn't it? It's just such a weird game.
And the referee's just involved in everything. What's going on? Like every free kick, there's always something happening, man. What's going on? Jesus, just get on with the game.
Plus, they got Zubamendi. Jack in the chat's brought up Zubamendi. You got Zubamendi coming in.
yeah. In
I've
terms of
forgotten about that. You know?
terms and conditions have been agreed with club and player, but pen and paper.
That's
being
happening. I
signed
think that's happening. It's like a pre-contract agreement almost. I think it's
How
happening.
many times have you heard that though?
No, I think from what I've seen.
I would love it to happen, but I just until I see it, Buvey.
No,
I know
I
this
know what you
club.
mean, but I think
Until I
it's
see
a
it,
done
Sean,
deal.
I know this club. Zubamendi was meant to be going to Liverpool at one point.
Yeah, yeah.
That happened. Even with Chelsea with Rafinha a couple of years ago. They was meant to have Chelsea. Chelsea was meant to go to sign Rafinha. There was talks of you getting him. We was getting him, then you picked him. Barcelona all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Like someone like Barcelona could just come in and get Zubimendi.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or
I
someone
thought
like
you
a
were
Real
close.
Madrid.
I thought you signed some sort of pre-contract. That's why I'm saying that.
Yeah,
I
I've
thought
seen
there was more of an
talks, but-
agreement. But let's just say you sign him. I think your midfield changes massively. I think it'd be a fantastic deal.
Yeah, that's a weird one because Zubimendi's a great player, but he's a 6. He's like you said, he can create like he's better than Jude Bellingham at creating play.
Yeah, he's like a Rodri, like a mini Rodri.
He's a deep line playmaker. Can create from deep. But where does that leave Declan Rice? Because I personally think that Declan Rice is the best in the 6. That's where we got the best Declan Rice. Declan Rice in this position now, in the 8. We haven't seen.
You don't rate him as... I thought Arsenal
don't
fans
think
liked
so.
him as an 8, so he could get on the end of things, get in the box,
Not enough
drive with
output.
the ball.
Not enough output.
No, I agree with that, but is that down to his form as opposed to his natural position?
I just don't think that's him as a player, like creatively.
But I always thought you looked good last season when Jorginho was playing in some of the Champions League games. You were controlling games of football with Jorginho, and Zubimendi's like Jorginho.
Yeah.
You need to go back to being a possession-based side. None of this corner gimmicky rubbish. Be it Arsenal, Arsene Wenger, for example. Prime Arsene Wenger would have loved someone like Zubimendi in midfield. Would have loved him, man.
Yeah, but of course, he's a good player. He's going to create from deep. He can create chances out of nothing. But I just think that Declan Rice is a better player when he's screening the defense. He puts out fires. He can anticipate.
Yep.
He reads the game better. But when we got him in the 8, I compare him to someone. I compare him to someone like Morgan Rogers.
Yeah.
And look at Morgan Rogers' output in the 8 is way more.
Maybe it's Rice and Zubimendi deeper, and then you've got
Yeah, that's what it'll
Odegaard
be.
free.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's juicy. In a big game as well, you get a bit more control, a bit
yeah,
more
of
power.
course.
Most teams set up now to have double pivots where one is more ball playing and ability to be able to break
Yeah.
lines and find passes that are a bit more difficult than the other person that is there to literally just break up play.
Yeah.
And that's where I feel like what we have with Caicedo is that he's that Declan Rice style, but we don't have someone really, really beside him that's as athletic,
Yeah,
as
to get
good on
back.
the ball.
Yeah.
Enzo's good on the ball, but he's not athletic.
Yeah.
Tyreek George.
We've got George
Dewsbury
coming on
Hall.
now and Dewsbury Hall.
Look. He doesn't like Saka though. That's Saka's cousin. Oh my days.
Is he a right winger?
Yeah, right
Is
wing.
he a left-footed right winger?
Left foot, yeah.
That's crazy.
No,
That is
Left-footed?
crazy. If he scores today,
I
man,
don't even know what foot he is
my head's
because I
gonna blow
don't see him take a shot.
Sanchez
really.
had a stinker.
I could see the memes already if this kid
Troops
scores.
one. What, Troops with a vape?
Big up Troops, man.
No, it's Troops. There's a picture of Troops. They say it's Sancho highlights against Arsenal.
Oh my god.
Dewsbury Hall as well. Fuck me, that was 35 million quid down the drain.
Is it?
Dewsbury Hall. Yeah, he's barely started in the Premier League.
Nah,
Looks
this,
like Saka. That's crazy.
this guy looks like Saka, man. If he scores he's right wing. Oh my god. If this guy cuts in on his left foot and puts it top corner,
Left-footed,
I
yeah.
could see the memes coming now.
That's crazy.
I could see it now.
He's not good. Not good.
Come on, Sean.
just killed. Yes, I'll take that.
Fulham
No.
are 1-0 up against Tottenham.
Who scored? Okay, fair enough. Tottenham. That's another team that's in the mud right now.
Iwobi assist probably.
Big win for them in the Europa League. Spurs.
Yeah.
They're grinding through it.
They're
Man
Manchester
United as well.
United. Yeah, I think they're
Who?
Europa League. It's Man United, Tottenham, and there's Lyon. Lyon's in there as well.
Yeah, Lyon's in there.
Game.
Lyon. Who's the Italian team that was
Rangers
losing?
are
They
still
came.
in there.
Who's the Italian team that's in there still?
Rangers. That's juicy for Rangers.
There's a good Italian team in there still. That other.
Let me look
What,
at the fixtures.
Napoli's or
Nah,
I don't know.
not Napoli. You need to.
Torino
I'll look at the
and-
fixtures. Are we doing it, Jack? Jack's doing it.
Yeah, Jack's gonna check for us right now. The teams that's left still in the Europa League competition.
Normally, I'm the kiss of death. Hopefully, Tyreek George does something in this game.
Oh, Bilbao. We got
Lazio.
Spurs, Lazio,
There we go, Lazio.
Frankfurt.
Lazio,
yeah, Lyon.
Lazio.
I'd love Rangers to have a go. That'd be great. 16-1 on Sky Bet at the moment.
Oh,
Lazio. Also, Atletico Bilbao is the favourite then.
I think that the format change for the Champions League and all the European competitions, it's made it better.
You think so?
100% in regards to you look at the Europa League, we're in the quarterfinal stage, I think it is. All these sides have had the protection of no Champions League sides dropping in.
Oh,
They've had no
I like that.
Barcelona's coming in or
Yeah, I never liked that. The fact that
Seville used to do it, didn't they?
Yeah.
All the time.
you get knocked out of Europe and then you still got a chance of winning another trophy in Europe. I never liked that. I never.
No,
liked that
it's
too.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it was
Rangers will struggle against Atletico Bilbao.
Oh, they'll get
Yeah.
smashed.
I don't think
they get smashed.
It's
Rangers, yeah.
I think they get
Lazio
played off. the park.
qualifier.
The final for Scottish football, any quarter final for a Scottish side is a final.
Yeah.
It is. It's like a League One side getting to the League Cup quarterfinals. It's a bit like that.
Yeah.
Tottenham Frankfurt is going to be very entertaining.
That's juicy.
Yeah, that's good.
That's going to be
juicy.
gold
Good area,
galore.
good
Leon Man United. Leon bang Man United.
I think Leon goes through, you know.
Bodo Glimt versus
I don't know,
Lazio.
man.
I think Leon goes through, you know.
Leon have definitely come from being well off it from last year.
Yeah.
They were well off it.
Yeah, miles off.
So, yeah.
Man United got a hat-trick
They've
of
improved
penalties.
slightly over the last year, like into the new year.
The boys they finally got into Wembley now. Liverpool, Newcastle, the teams have showed up.
Bruno Guimaraes.
What are we saying? Any upsets?
It's like-
Anyone here predicting Newcastle to win?
Well, I've had a bet on Liverpool to win.
You put a bet on, yeah?
Yeah, I've done the Sky Bet £5 bet.
Oh yeah. That's a good one. I don't see.
I don't see it. I don't see it. I'd like to see it, but I don't see it, man. I just think that Liverpool's
Yeah.
just going to dominate the game from the off.
Salah pen.
Definitely. Salah always
Pen
gets
merchant.
the
Isn't he?
He always
I
gets
saw
the
Twitter highlight. It was just always pens a season. I
Don't sound salty now,
I
Buvey.
tweeted about it, and it did pretty big actually, which suggests a lot of people agree with me. But people are saying he's the best player in the history of the Premier League.
Nah.
History of the Premier League.
No, that's
Not for me.
crazy.
He's up there, though. He's made it.
History.
He could make
People are saying he's better than Eric Cantona.
He could make an argument for top 5 now. He could make an argument for top 5.
Sickening, man. If that's what we've got to show for Premier League football, I honestly
Look at this, man.
no. But it's just like
Oh my god.
Do you like that question at the bottom there?
no, I don't like. I don't know what question he's on. What are you on about?
Well, read it out for him.
Well, you
Sean.
read the question. Go on.
Salah has scored 27 Premier League goals and he has 9 games remaining. Will he break Haaland's record?
No, of course you won't. By the way, you can say this about Salah, and I still recognise him as a great of modern football in the Premier League. He is, but
Yeah.
to say he's the best of all time in
Yeah.
Premier League football,
Nah.
we had Ronaldo, Bale,
Henry,
Henry,
Dennis.
Aguero,
Drogba.
De Bruyne. He's not better than De Bruyne. Yeah. David
Why
Silva.
did you say like that? Yeah. Yeah.
David Silva.
Nah, he's better than Silva.
No, he's not.
He is.
He's not
Salah is better than a lot of them players.
He's not better than David
He's had
Silva.
more of an impact on David Silva then.
He's not better
I'd
than
say he's
Fabregas.
not a better player.
Like
but
when
he's
you're
had more of
talking
an
about
impact.
longevity, you have
What,
to have
one
a balance
title?
of numbers.
David Silva's had more of an impact. He's won fucking 5 titles.
Yeah, but look at the team he's in. Salah's had to drag this.
Salah's
team,
in a
bro.
great side.
Salah's in a great
Listen,
side.
Silva's a better player than Salah.
Yeah,
I don't
and he's had
anybody
a
clipping
better
me up
Premier
saying
League.
he's not better.
He's a better Premier League legend.
Oh, he's a
Bernardo
real.
Silva is a better legend.
I don't know.
Is Salah's career better than Bale? No.
In the Premier League,
In the Premier League.
overall.
no, Bale's
Nah,
better.
No.
Bells. I'll take Bells any day.
By the way, lads, Salah in the Champions League final. Give me something.
penalty.
Don't do that, man.
A penalty against Tottenham.
Open play.
Yeah, nothing.
Give me something in an FA Cup final, a League Cup final, please.
Yeah, in
Might
terms
do
of
it today.
big games.
De Bruyne's got more goals in knockout football in the Champions League than Salah.
You
Come
don't
on,
have
lads.
Route, man. Come on, Booth.
You don't have to just follow the herd, Miles.
I'm not
No.
following the herd. I'm just saying.
You
there's a-
are.
there's a
Listen, I was
case.
one of
You didn't even
Salah's-
rate
listen.
Salah. You know it, man.
No, I
if you
rate
were
him,
a
but
kid
there's a
now, you
case.
wouldn't want to grow up being Mohamed Salah.
How big of a hater was I
There's
for
some
Salah?
kids out there who want to be Salah. 100%.
Yeah, as an icon, he's an iconic footballer. I'm talking when I was a kid, I wanted to be Henry because of how he played football. Is what I'm trying to say. The aesthetic quality, dribbling, and all that. Against PSG, it was like fucking hell, mate. Really? Maybe I'm being harsh, man.
Oh, Lavia. What's going on? He's back.
I told you he's been back. He's 3 games he's been sitting
Yeah, I know,
on the
but I'm
bench.
saying he's back. He's getting a game.
Come on, Chelsea, nick a goal now. Fuck it, I don't care anymore. I just want to see a goal. Come on, why not?
This guy can't make up his mind.
Come on, man. No, I'm so bored.
Yeah, but you don't want to go.
Second half, Chelsea can't even string 2 passes. Look at this. It's so bad.
You could have said, "Come on, Arsenal."
So bad.
Some people think that Cole Palmer's ducking this game.
Yeah, what
Really?
happened to him? What is he sick? Is he injured or something?
Like the fact that Cole Palmer is like,
Mouser!
Daniel Sturridge used
come
to
on,
do
man,
that.
find the pass.
Bro, that's the inexperience of him. If I'm the centre backs now and I'm talking to him, saying, "Miles, cut that out now." We got
Miles
10
to
min-
Miles.
Yeah, Miles to Miles. Cut that out now.
Cut that out now.
Yeah, we've got 10 minutes left, and he does that. That's what got him the red card the last game. He gets caught out.
Who's better looking? What Miles?
Oh, me, for sure. Come on. If I was on that pitch now, everybody's finished. They'll stop the game. Look at this guy, get him a contract.
I didn't hear that about the ducking. Why are people saying he's ducking?
Look at Ethan. Look at
Because-
Ethan. What? Why did you do
What a
that?
ball. That's so
That's a terrible
shit.
ball. Ethan. Ethan's running. Too
What's a
smart.
shit ball, man.
Trying to be too smart.
Daniel Sturridge used to duck games, didn't he, back at the back end of his career?
Because he wasn't available for Arsenal last year, even though the kind of season was over. But it's like, I really want to find out what happened to him because we played him against Copenhagen in the midweek. So
was
is this a part of Copenhagen, or is this just from a training session in the midweek? If it's from the training session, fair enough, because it was something that I was always worried about on the run-in, is that Cole Palmer's been used so much throughout the course of the season in every possible game. Obviously, Europa Conference League, we never entered him until this stage. But in terms of Premier League, League football, FA Cups, everything, he's played near enough every other game.
So you think he's not actually injured then? You don't think?
No, because like I'm just saying, like, has he? Like, what is really wrong with him? Like, is it from training, or is it from?
Do you think the manager
is it
could be
from
protecting him
Copenhagen?
because of his form right now? Thinking, okay,
Nah,
cool.
no chance. He would have been on the.
You
He would have been
played
on the
today.
squad.
Is it?
You play against Arsenal,
Yeah.
not Copenhagen. Fucking like.
And if he did
I'm just
protect him, no, but if he did protect him, it would make sense for him to not even be in the squad
Completely,
entirely.
yeah.
Because if he was on the bench,
Is he on
you'd
the?
be
He's not on
saying-
the bench.
No,
He's not on the bench. He's not even
That's
on
what
the
I'm
squad.
saying.
I think
So-
that's worse.
He's just got
Yeah,
an
because if
injury.
he was on the bench, they would have been
worse.
saying,
Yeah, he's
right, if
dropped.
he's fit enough to play,
Yeah, he should be playing.
why is he not starting?
Yeah.
So
So maybe he could be protecting him completely.
God,
could
these
be,
guys.
but
I don't know.
These
man.
guys are so bad, man.
Whatever.
Chelsea are a real shit watch, man. Honestly,
okay, yeah.
they've sucked the joy out of football. These guys.
So Maresca said it was from a fresh problem from yesterday. So clearly it's just from
Training.
training. But muscle injury, maybe it's a part of Maresca's fault that he used him against Copenhagen. Maybe he might not have got the muscle injury if he never went to Copenhagen and rested here.
The fuck. Scott, sorry, I don't want to swear. I'm so sorry. But
Come
what
on,
was that?
come
Oh
on.
my God, man.
Find him.
If they score, I'm
Find
going
him.
to go
That's
potty.
Odegaard's
I'm going to
fault.
go
That's
potty.
Odegaard's
I'm going to
fault.
potty here. This is shit. innit?
Raya?
What is that? Cucurella. I swear to
No,
you.
you can't blame
No, it's
Cucurella
not
there.
Cucurella. I'm not blaming Cucurella.
Yeah.
This football we play
Yeah, shit. innit?
is made to have overloads of Cucurella on the back stick for headers.
That's it.
And open play. If your attack is driven to Cucurella being your best,
It's a bit like Man United
it's
with Delay.
dreadful.
It's a bit like Man United, isn't it? With Delay.
It's awful.
It's always getting these wing backs
Oh,
into
it's
positions. It's strange.
Is that what football is turned into?
I know.
To take advantage of the open
I
space
say it about Ruben Amorim
that
every week.
fullbacks get given. Come on, man.
I
It's
like the way how he's
rubbish.
just ad-libbing everything he says. Yeah, I agree. I know.
No, I do. I listen to
No,
I listen to
I hear
Sean.
it. I hear it.
Any system where the fullback is that important. Cucurella's so
Come
important
on,
to
man.
Chelsea.
Yeah, he gets up
And
and,
he's-
down.
and
that
he's
pitch.
not-
Look, he's
he's
there
not that
defending
good,
now.
is
Look,
he? Like-
He is so fit, and that's why I respect Cucurella, because not many people
his availability. Yeah, is
are available
he's
like
up- he's
him
up and down.
can run as hard as he does against
Keen,
top
and he's a keen. He's a keen.
coming off now though.
keen
Must
guy.
be.
Gusto.
Must be taken off. What's going on?
Fafana still on the pitch.
Who are these guys?
Tosin. Tosin's fucking no good for you.
Fafana,
lot.
yeah, Fafana. I'm surprised Fafana played 85.
I'm surprised Tosin didn't start. He's better than Badashir.
Well, have you got?
He had a
just
better
got
game
NPCs,
recently. Yeah,
man.
but he has actually had some decent games.
You lot just got NPCs.
NPC.
Like they just got a conveyor belt of just
GTA characters
Yeah,
walking up and down
GTA.
Vice
But
City.
that's why I say it's
pro
a
club players.
It's a battle of the mids.
Yeah.
Like it's a battle of the 7.5 out of 10. 7 out.
That's a big
7
number.
out of
7.
10s.
That's a big number.
Seven's
Seven.
You got a
is
lot
bit
of
higher.
fours on this side.
Well,
That's your
if you
issue.
see my ratings, I'm not that harsh. I'll give 5s and 6s, but
Do a ratings video on your channel. Come on, come on, mate. I want to see some real Chelsea things here.
Yeah, man. There's not enough Chelsea representation.
Fulham
out
2,
there, man.
Tottenham
come on,
0.
man. We got
I
7.
don't think
8
it matters
minutes.
anymore, Tottenham. I think they just focus on the Europa League, don't they? I don't think it matters. League
That's a
form.
great London derby, Fulham Tottenham.
Yeah, Fulham. They've not been good at home recently, so it's a big win.
Get that. Come on.
We got 7 minutes to snatch one here.
7, is it?
And we got
Why is
7
it
minutes
7?
to just chill out and
We've posed nothing, but the nature of the game. Surely
So
we
shit.
gamble.
I don't even want to
told
watch
you,
this.
it's going to be a Nwaneri counter-attack, innit? What's that?
come on. It has to
If
be.
Chelsea score,
Go on,
I cannot wait for AFTV tonight.
Why?
I can't wait. 'Cause it'll be a meltdown.
Go on,
Why?
Cuckoo.
We drew.
Find it.
No, you have to
Find
win this
it.
game. They've been terrible.
Come on, Cuckoo.
No.
Cuckoo.
You don't lose as long as you don't lose the game. It's like last week when we drew to Man United. You would have thought we lost the game. The way everyone was like overreacting. All these other fans. No,
Wait,
be
what,
honest.
Which result are you talking
the
about?
1-1 against Man United.
Yeah, that wasn't great, mate. That was a
It wasn't
shit
great,
game. It was
but
a shit game.
I thought Arsenal lost the way everybody was reacting. The way
No, it was bad because Man United are so bad. They're so
it's
bad.
still Man United at Old Trafford.
I know,
I
but-
understand. I thought we should have won the game better than Manchester
you
United,
should
but we
have been
didn't
beaten.
lose.
You've been poor in the last few weeks. Yeah,
We
West
have, we've
Ham
been
was
football.
poor.
But we know why
Forest
we've
was
been-
bad. That was a 0-0.
Yeah, but we know why we've been poor.
What can we do?
Yeah, you've had injuries. I get it.
We know
Overload?
why we've been poor.
I know. But
Backstick?
It's just, good.
Oh,
I'll just keep it in the corner. Fuck it.
told
Just
you.
run the clock down.
Good
Oh
clearance.
God.
Come on, Arsenal, man. Don't do this now, man. Don't sit back and give Chelsea something. Squeeze. No, don't sit back. Don't respect
Ryan
it.
Sessegnon against his former club.
Wow. That's a big one.
He's a Fulham legend.
Ryan Sessegnon.
He went to Spurs, didn't play, and he went back to Fulham, didn't he? spent a lot of money on him as well, didn't they? A lot of money.
He was good at Fulham in the
Championship.
He was like a bell. He was playing from left
He was
back.
literally Bell.
He was literally Bell.
They say it's one of the best seasons in the history of second division football.
Yeah, he was going crazy that season. Every game, Buvey, he was on the score sheet.
Yeah, 100%.
Brian Sessegnon. Every game.
That's crazy. And we were just talking about. I was talking about him on the way here with one of my friends because he was talking about two of his brothers. He knows one of his older brothers very well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He plays at Folkestone, I think.
Yeah, he's got his brothers that play non-league football.
Mm.
Football, not non-league, but yeah, man.
Come on, man. We've got 2 minutes.
Come on, Arsenal.
You ain't got nothing.
God, it's been boring. I told you, Booth, this would be 0-0 if it weren't for that.
I think we get Sean on any time, but not for Chelsea. Honestly, God, man.
Proper Chelsea.
Honestly, I can't do
man,
this
Rory's
again, Jack. I'm
quality,
pulling
man.
my hair
We're
out
trying
here.
to put Rory out of a job.
I'm pulling my hair out
Rory's
here.
the man.
Oh,
This is the kind of football that we're playing. It's so predictable.
shit.
and you've been going to Stamford Bridge to see this.
I go to Stamford Bridge near
You
enough.
could be doing a lot
every
with your
other-
time. You could be volunteering at Oxfam.
Yeah.
That could be decent time. You know, it's good for humanity. Watching Chelsea's not good for
What's
humanity.
the atmosphere like now at the Bridge when you lot playing this dire football?
But this is the thing, like, and this is why I'm like, the fans in the Chelsea end, all of a sudden, they protested for, like, obviously this change and stuff. Some people are upset with how the club is being run. But then all of a sudden, the shed has been, like, we don't want to sign these youngsters. People are frustrated that we're signing loads of youngsters. They've basically give us the middle finger, bought 2 new youngsters in the midweek.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden there was a shed end like cheering section. So they've orchestrated between the fans and like part of the board members to have a section of the ground in the shed as a singing section. I'm like,
Oh, so
like
Palace.
we're trying to get the fans
Arsenal
to,
with the drums.
yeah, but like
Yeah.
the shed is known for being one of the most vocal parts of the ground anyway. So why do you need to go to the board to orchestrate a singing section in the shed?
yeah.
Look at each other in and amongst the shed and say,
Let's sing.
like, let's sing.
Yeah.
Like everyone sing. But we do sing. So I don't really understand that. And I feel like that's why some of the part of the fan base that are influential in and amongst the boardroom with some of the members, they never protested about it in the shed.
Have you over the years? Obviously, fans can go. There's one second.
Goal Cucurella.
Oh my
Come
God.
No. It's
Come
not.
on.
Oh my
Good
God.
ball. It's good ball.
Come on. Someone
First
in the box.
time. If they score this.
No one's in there.
Oh, shit,
on.
mate.
Well, great
Why are we
touch.
watching these lot?
Great touch. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Cucurella's a smasher. I love him. Get stuck in.
That was our
Get
ball.
in there.
That was our ball.
He kicked off him.
Of course, that was our ball.
No.
What's all these
him.
pigeons doing as well? What's going on? There's birds just flying across my screen. What's
The
going on?
Emirates in it.
Yeah.
That's a shit
Crappo.
on it.
Jesus, man.
Come on. Look, we've
Are they migrating or something? Is it migrating season, Jack? What's going on?
Finsbury Park. It's
Like they're the
littered with-
goals.
Finsbury Park's known to be littered with
Jesus.
pigeons, man.
Finsbury.
Saw like 10 birds fly past just there. But,
Oh, here we go.
No, but he
Stop.
had-
Yeah, man. Nah, I'm not doing this
Stop
shit
it.
anymore, Jack.
No, kid, stay down, you idiot.
Nah,
he
stay
should've
down.
held
These
down.
fucking
He should've held
clubs.
his
I
face.
hate these fucking clubs.
Yeah, no, get up.
Oh,
Attack.
Gosh.
Is he still rolling about
No,
with
he's
the
up,
balls
he's up.
with a face?
Pass it,
I hate
Tross.
these fucking clubs.
Pass it, Tross. Well done.
Seriously,
Quality
man.
of the ball handling in this is
It's disgusting. Arsenal have been
bad.
professional,
Cut it out.
but they've been poor.
What's that,
as well.
2-1?
that's the 2
It's still 2-0.
So why are they so behind Premier League latest? Come
Yeah, our
on.
producer's more up to date than Sky Sports.
Oh, hit his belly. Mikel
That's
Moreno?
pathetic. It's pathetic. Have they stopped the game?
No.
They stopped the game.
But his abdomen.
So what? It's a ball. It's made of oxygen.
That was
It's
such a
hit his
crap
chest,
pass anyway.
Miles. It's made of oxygen.
Yeah, boy,
It's 99% air, football. It's a bit of plastic. It's a bit of a leather with air in it. And these footballers are going down. Pathetic. Pathetic.
Yeah, but if
it weighs about 9 ounces of football. Pathetic.
Oh, God.
I don't mind a head injury, maybe, but come on.
The pigeons are migrating.
What's going on with these birds?
Rolling around, man.
No, seriously, Sean, they're doing me in. What's going on, bro? We're trying to play football here.
You're going to have to put those spikes up to stop the pigeons. There's pigeons roosting in the Emirates. There has to be roosting pigeons. Has to be.
But this is why
Well done.
This is why now I question. They're still
I don't want to talk about
Honestly, man.
I question Maresca's attacking ability with what he's got available. I think Pedro Neto's played down the middle, and I don't know why certain people were happy with Neto's performance. I think it was 2 games back, but it's dross. He
Shit.
doesn't know how to bend his runs. He doesn't know. He's not fast enough to really even get in behind people. Nicholas Jackson is faster than Pedro Neto.
Yeah, he is. He is quite fast.
He's faster than him.
Yeah,
But listen,
these two are draws.
it's looking
Simple
like
as
a
that,
one-
and
looking
simple
like-
as that.
Yeah, 1-0 to Arsenal. Buvey, I'm going to give you the privilege of actually giving us a man of the match.
Man of the match. Fucking hell. Who scored for Arsenal again?
Mikel Moreno.
Oh, it has to be Moreno then. Has to be Moreno. Good finish as well.
It was a good
Good finish. Skelly's looked lively. Saliba's looked decent as a clean sheet for the Arsenal back four. I'll give it Moreno because he's broken a
Difference maker.
deadlock. He's broken a deadlock.
Yeah, of a ball game, it's probably going to be between probably Skelly and Marino.
I can't believe we're watching. This is the cream of the crop. This is second versus fourth in the Premier League.
We're
And it's
trying-
this shit. Terrible, man. How bad. At least the League Cup final's coming up.
Yeah.
What's the offer with Sky Bet, Jack? Can we bring that up on the screen? We've got a huge offer with Sky Bet, £5 free bet when you bet on the game today, the Carabao Cup final. Make sure you check it out. Link in the description. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. Gamble aware. That £5 free bet with Sky Bet for the Carabao Cup final. That'll be juicy. That'll be very, very juicy, that game, I
Well
think.
done, Gabriel. Good composure.
10 seconds left of this game. Thank God for that.
Yeah, it's game over now. After
This is what the Premier League can provide us. Really.
listen, I'll take
Are
it.
we selling TV rights at £1 billion for this? For these two?
Yeah.
I think I know what the plan is here. I think Rory knows. Just duck the games that we don't win.
Yeah,
He knows what games. He's stitching me up here. Like he gave me City, and he's giving me Arsenal away.
Yeah.
Like I'm being stitched up here.
Yeah. I don't want to cover Chelsea on this channel ever again. 100%. It's finished 1-0 Arsenal.
We'll take it.
Lads, it's been great seeing you. Where can we check you out?
Go on, Sean.
Go on, lads.
I don't know.
This is your social
Sean,
media.
you're starting your YouTube channel. Come on, man.
I need to actually start uploading more. I'll be honest.
What's your channel now? What's it called?
It's just Sugar Sean. So if you type in Sugar Sean, you'll see me on there. But I haven't uploaded in so long.
Do a
but,
cheeky one tonight. Come on.
I
Do a
might-
cheeky one.
Yeah,
I might.
cheeky one.
Mar's been a pleasure as well. See you very, very soon. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Check out Sky Bet, and we'll see you very, very soon.